Been a long time. You said you missed me.
They say this is a big rich town.
So we're back. Hey.
Are you all clear
I'm
now?
all clear.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. All in the
Boy.
clear.
If not,
Well,
it's
if it's
coming
too late
straight
now.
to you first,
It's
man.
too late. We're really
Too late
listening.
now. No, I'm all in the clear. We thank God. We thank God.
Man, because...
Yeah,
Damn.
man, wear your mask, sanitize your hands, keep your distance in the street.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you back.
Thank you very
Exactly, in
much.
the
It's good to be
presence.
back. I was actually very excited to come today.
Yeah, because last one was good, but it's always better.
When we're all in the same room.
And I sounded like I sounded like I was in 4 years ago. Like, the quality was so drastic.
Dialogue connections.
Yeah. And it was like I was speaking when someone else was speaking. There was like a delay.
Oh,
And I was
right.
just like, oh, cut someone off again.
It's life, man.
It is what
We're
it
back
is.
in the
Yeah, man.
studs.
Keep it moving, innit?
Back together.
Exactly.
How's everyone enjoying this up and down weather this week?
I'm so upset, man.
1 minute it's raining, next minute it's windy,
Innit?
next minute it's bare
It's
hot.
been windy. Like,
Can anyone? I hope you guys haven't been part of this. You know, the typical British people sitting outside trying to eat with an umbrella.
never.
No.
It's funny though. I went to Westfield, and you know, like how you could eat outdoors. Like people are literally, the wind's blowing like everything, and they're just sitting outside eating. I'm like, God, the struggle.
Isn't
real,
it?
boy.
I'm just like, forget it.
Like, your food's cold the minute you sit down.
Unless
like,
you ain't got, unless it's not like a marquee and like, do you know what I mean? So forget it.
legally, you got to be outside. So
But I'm gonna put the line down because it's time for the duty.
Wow.
The line of duty.
I was more thinking... You know, I expected better of you
I
with
didn't
that line.
understand
Yeah, you
the
didn't
time
get
for
it?
duty.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I forget it. Sorry, my bad.
how long were you waiting to say that?
I don't know. I just thought of it.
Like, I would have...
I don't
you
believe
know,
he just thinks of it. I think it's
Practicing
really like
in the
he was
mirror
in the
this
back of his mind. He's
morning.
like, I just need to make the right time, right place.
No, I don't know. I think he kind of just winged it. If I was you, I would have probably said something like, yeah, man, getting to Turkey will be a battle. A bit like
The Battle of Hastings.
Hastings. Yeah, you know? Link up play. But it's all right next time, innit?
Well, you know, last time I was here, I had a bit of a flu because I was a bit phlegmy, like Kate Fleming.
Oh my god.
All right, do you know what? Let's just give him the airtime, all right?
Get it
All
out
right, let's
of
give him the airtime, all right?
What ones you got there?
Here's a challenge. Do one for Steve Arnott.
Steve Arnott. I don't know. I can't do it.
You are not as good as you think.
Anywho.
Wow.
So getting noticed today, we're talking about line of duty. Gosh, guys, I don't
we
know
should
where to begin on this
disclaim-
one because the amount of media that's happened in the last couple of weeks. By the way, is it finished?
It's finished, yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't want to say it's finished.
I don't think it is.
I don't
Well, I
wanna
mean,
say
the
it's finished.
season's
Oh, the
finished.
se- oh,
The
yeah.
season's finished. That's what I was thinking. You're talking about.
Like over because this is supposed to be the last season.
I don't think it's finished overall.
I think it is.
It should be technically, but the petitions, the
There's
petitions,
Well-
been petitions for it to come back.
bro.
Yeah.
Listen, look. So do you want to throw out there that you need to see the finale?
Yeah, I
still?
ain't seen the last episode, so
Kenny was really
I'm gonna be
watching
finding
it.
out. So I was literally sitting here watching the last 10 minutes of the 6th episode. I thought there was 6 episodes. I would.
So this is
yeah.
a Kine live
Live
reaction,
reaction.
guys.
Ooh.
This is a special moment right
I
here.
really hope to
all
be
right?
satisfied.
Can you
but
imagine? I
I'm
was
really
on the way here. I was listening to Peter Crouch podcast, and they were talking about it. And they've got this thing on there called shithousery, where like you do something that takes the piss, and they're talking about line of duty taking the piss.
Oh wow.
Like serious, serious.
serious.
Like everyone's pissed. Like everyone is
I
so
agree,
pissed.
though. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
but
trust.
I definitely agree. And the thing is, what makes it even worse is it was all in the last episode. That's what makes it worse. Because the
was
build
just-
up to it was great, but then the last episode. But
Yeah, let's
yeah. So
let's
what's
get to
what?
that.
All right. Someone tell me what Line of Duty is about without saying the word
Bent coppers.
bent coppers.
That's the first thing I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I could do that. I
Yeah.
could do that. So, Line of Duty is about a department in the police. Do you know? Is it in the Midlands? Where is it based?
I always wanted to know where it's based.
I think
don't
it is
actually
I
know.
thought it was
Midlands.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it?
Midlands, right?
It's somewhere
then?
in,
Yeah.
Right, so
somewhere
it's
north.
based in Midlands, and the AC12 is the department for the main characters.
What does the AC stand for?
Anti-corruption.
Boom.
So there we go. It's about corrupt police officers and
Yeah, also known as
dodgy business. Ben Coppers. But yeah, so that's literally what it's about. It's about them continuously trying to make sure that every report, every arrest, every kind of action that the police do is justified and legal. And their job is to make sure it goes smoothly like that. And in the mix of that, finding out who is bent and who is dodgy, you know.
and there's a lot of them boys.
From season one, them just doing their normal today jobs, like, oh, you didn't file that paperwork, so therefore you're getting a fine. To then start revealing some hidden stuff within the department of the police in the area they are, and it opened up a huge bag of problems, which we find out through the 6 seasons of how peak it gets.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, this is big spoilers today, guys. Massive
Especially
spoilers.
I want to hear the spoilers. The first time I've ever wanted to hear the spoilers.
There's a lot. And I think even when you go through the because obviously we've got 3 main characters. So we have Superintendent Hastings.
Like the battle.
There we go. Steve Arnott and Kate Fleming. And yeah, they're just a part of the anti-corruption team, and they're just here getting those bent coffers, you know, as they do. You know, eating them for lunch.
I think we should put context out there. Hastings is Irish.
Yeah.
He's got a very strong Irish accent, and he comes out of all these little funny sayings, which I'm sure will be revealing throughout the whole
ep. Definitely be ringing those out.
And the wee donkey. So yeah, I mean, so he's the boss man, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's the guy who runs a department. Then he's got his two. Well, first of all, he's got his number one, which is Kate.
Yeah, well,
and then they recruit Steve from the get-go because Steve was a part of some dodginess. He tried to do the right thing, and it all went tits up
so badly.
Yeah, but what?
So badly.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's a bit like
it's an expensive.
And one thing I will say that the anti-corruption department, no one wants to be a part of that department because they're actually coming for other police officers.
Yeah.
So everyone hates
everyone hates them.
AC-12.
Do you know how peak it is? Like every single what's it called? The interview thing that they do.
Interrogation.
People are always like,
they're the best.
I need to have a senior officer that's one rank higher than me to say. Like whenever someone's on point, like getting something, then they whip out that line, and it's just like,
what's the point? Though?
Like, it's so rude because he's just gonna repeat what.
He's what I'm saying.
Anyway,
like, it's so dumb.
But for me, it's so disrespectful because it's like, bruv, how dare you? Yeah, I'm just asking you a question, and you're telling me, look.
Yeah, but they're not
you're not good
supposed to
enough.
though, in that.
You know, that's mad.
It's because it's when someone's getting to a lead, and then they're like.
Do you know that's what? Do you know that's one of my most favorite things about this show? To be honest, is the interviews.
Yeah.
So the interviews are bare long. Yeah. They're like
so long.
You don't expect it. So when you first like watch it and stuff, you don't really expect it because just to kind of give some context, before this latest season come out, which is just finished, I've recapped. So like I banged out all the seasons in one go, and you realise these interviews are like a good 15 minutes long. Like real time.
Yeah.
So like when you're watching it, you're thinking, God, this interview's going forever. But what's so sick about them is how they do it and how they play it.
Yeah.
And it starts off maybe going a bit bad, and you think, oh, how are they going to get this person? And then boom, they flip it, and you're like, raw, they've got them. Like,
and it's a bit like poker because it's like you don't show your hand, so he'll be a bit like, oh yeah, like I don't know, yeah. So we saw you on CCTV walking on this road.
No comment.
Where was he heading? Yeah, and he'll be like, no comment, and it's like, okay.
And there's only so many times you can say no comment as well, innit?
Yeah, and then they'll be like, and then also we've got a credit card receipt where you was in this shop, and then they're like, yeah, I was in the shop buying milk for my gran, and then it's like, okay, then it's like, yeah, and then you got back in your car, yeah, I did, and then I went home, and then they'll be like, okay, and then they'll be like, Ben. And then he'll be like, turn your page to see exhibit 1.8. So we have data of your phone being tracked, and we can tell you that is not you walking to the shop to get milk for your wee gran.
Do you know what? Some of it though, you think, how have you like not covered yourself in some of these situations? So some of them I think was a bit dumb, but the interviews where they really go in on finding evidence is good.
But the other way
However,
around as well, though.
Sometimes I don't.
Oh,
sometimes
the
I don't
best
get the
one,
evidence.
yeah.
Sometimes I don't get the evidence, but they still manage to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of the pressure.
Yeah.
But it's also, if you notice, right? Like, for example, season 1, Tony Gates,
Yeah.
right? Them man were like, oh yeah, basically we're serving you with a red notice. Not red notice, yellow notice.
Yeah, yellow.
Because you didn't pay for your breakfast.
Yeah.
And you're a police officer. To me, I thought, bruv, really? Like, come on.
Yeah, but they do them things like that to try and wind them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try
But
and
then
win
that's
them
how
up.
they catch them.
One of the worst people who did at the interviews, I wanted to hit him every time because he purposely was just a dickhead. So like he would make you
I know
feel
exactly
like a
who you're
prick.
talking
Yeah.
about.
So like he'd be like, I'm trying to think of an example. He'd be like, okay, so you didn't go to your mum's house because you bought her groceries. He's like, no. He goes, oh, so you don't want to buy groceries for your mum? Like, and you're like, bro, it was Dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a prick. Like he's not, and he is, but
He is.
his interview tactics is just he doesn't know what he's doing.
He is, yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
been a knob. Like, do you know
And
what I'm
he
saying?
always had the smirk where he'd like sip water and then say something, and it's like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, remember when he tried it on with Kate? That was hooks.
I
Bruv.
thought she was being undercover. That
Yeah, I didn't know
that
what was
really
going
let
on.
me down.
I didn't know what was
Hold on,
going
let me
on.
try
I
and
thought she was
find...
faking it.
Because there's someone in particular, right? And
Is it season 2?
it's what's his name? It's not what's his name? What's her name? The
Lindsay
one
Denton.
that
The one that went to prison?
No, the
No,
one
the
that,
one that's
she's
in
the
charge
other
now.
AC12. Yeah,
The one who's in charge now.
yeah.
Oh, I hate her. The
She
woman.
is the worst.
Oh,
was in season 5.
I know
in season
her. I
5.
was literally just thinking of her name.
Hold on, is
You should
I
know.
literally just watched it. I think her name's
it's not Kelly
Patricia.
MacDonald.
The one that did
The one that's so
tastings.
condescending and
Yeah.
she speaks so calmly and she's
Yeah,
like,
for
Carmichael.
me,
Is it Carmichael?
Carmichael.
Carmichael.
Yes, it is. Yes.
For me, yeah, it is Carmichael.
Carmichael.
For me,
Yeah,
it's
that
because
was-
she's like, right, okay. So he's saying that as a police officer, you didn't log the evidence, and it'll be like, well, I didn't have to. Right.
It's the facial
She's
expressions
so
for
con-
me.
Yeah, and you just want to punch her, innit?
Yeah,
You
it's
just wanna
like,
punch
She'll be
her.
like this.
Like, why are you smiling for, first of all?
bang
And
your
then why are you
face.
looking around like, what?
And she's like, it's an order, give me your phone. And I was just like, oh my God, somebody shoot her. Like, she was so
Literally,
annoying.
she's frustrated,
Do you know what? Obviously, jumping towards the last season, but she you don't see her throughout the whole thing. She comes and
Yeah.
goes. She comes and goes. But she's in season 6 and where she basically taken over. But she was avoiding. You know what's really annoying? She was every time it got to corruption.
Yes.
She was like, well,
Change
let's
of
not
thought,
talk about that.
yeah,
Let's not
yeah.
talk about that.
That made me think she was in on it.
Isn't it? But we don't know.
Oh, is she not?
I don't know. We'll find
well,
out when you can.
well, we'll find
You'll
out.
find out when you can.
In due time.
But
Yeah, no, she was just.
so yeah, let's try and reveal some of the corrupt guys from the beginning, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, so who's the first one? It was
Well, the big one. The big one.
who? The caddy.
No.
Tommy.
No. Think all the way back. What happened at the very beginning?
Oh, when when they shot the wrong
The little boy.
Yes.
guy
No. Yeah. When they shot the wrong
on
guy.
Arnott's thing. Yeah.
So
that
Steve
that was
Arnott's
mad.
boss,
Yeah.
because he is the
Yeah,
big one,
he's the
because
big
he
guy.
now is the chief constable over the entire police, and he was obviously trying to coerce Steve, trying to be like, bruv, follow everyone else's statement, okay?
Just
That's
lie.
it. Yeah, that's
lie.
it. Just lie like the rest of us. And if you don't, boy, it's all us man versus you. Who do you think's gonna win? So that showed us
that's
straight
what
away.
pisses me off about him because I don't want to spoil that. Don't want to end yet, but I mean, like him as well. It's like there's a huge question mark on him. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you
He's
know,
from Game of Thrones, isn't he?
yeah, he's an
Yes.
arsehole in Gatton as well,
Yeah,
isn't
he
he?
is.
Yeah.
He just has that.
It's just, to be fair, he plays the same character.
Yeah,
he
he
plays the
just
same
has that
character
face.
where he's like the boss man,
Yeah.
but then doesn't like anyone messing up with his kind of ways of
Yeah.
how to deal with things. But yeah, that's how it started. That's how Steve got recruited, because at the end of the day, they did a massive balls up because he was part of the terrorist
Yeah.
department or whatever,
Anti-terrorism,
anti-terrorism. And then like season 1, they broke down his house and they shot this guy who they thought had a bomb strapped to him, but was actually a baby, and they shot the guy. And Steve was the only one out of the whole crew to be like, nah, this is wrong. And basically what's his name? The chief constable now? The knobhead. Anyway, the knobhead.
Hold on, let me find
There's too
that.
many names. Like,
There's
a lot,
way
like,
too many names. But they know who you're talking
And too
about.
many titles.
He was basically like, everyone, this is your story. We don't want any like bad press and blah blah blah. But Steve was trying to do the right thing because an innocent man died. That's how he got
moved.
yeah, that's how he got approached by AC12.
Okay, so question for you lot, yeah. Oh, Osborne.
Yeah, that's
Oh
it.
yeah, I was
So question for you lot then, right? Because obviously I think, let's go characters, right? So with Steve, I think it's quite interesting the way how they started with Steve. Because they showed him as, oh no, he's just like a good guy doing the right thing. But then as you progress through the seasons, this guy cannot,
Can't keep it in his pants.
yeah, I was gonna say he can't keep his legs closed, but he can.
Yeah.
But he can't keep it in his pants. And he's always, I feel like Steve is just,
a little bit rebellious.
yeah, he's always like just overdoing it.
He's
Like,
just trying to push
too hard.
Like, just, like
Because for me, season 1, this is when I was like, yeah, no, this guy's gone over the line. Tony Gates came home. And his wife's like, oh yeah, your mate's here. And then Steve's sitting there and he goes,
in it.
you're right. And it's like, wait, what? You're in my house.
He's like, get out my
Yeah.
house. It's like, get out my
Brother,
house.
Yeah.
you are really risking
Yeah.
your life. But yeah, I can't lie. Steve, I like the whole character development of Steve. And I like how, they started him off as like the angel. And then we kind of saw a different side to him, even when he was getting framed.
Yeah.
So,
The job got to him, man. Like,
Yeah, I think he
and
gets
he's
more
almost
invested.
died a couple of times. Like, it's a lot. Like so I think.
Yeah, do you remember when he shot the
changes.
sniper?
It really changes
Yeah.
a man
Sick.
when things like this happen to you. Like his fingers nearly got chopped off.
It's always him.
Yeah, he was
Every
paralyzed
season.
for a bit. What else? He's just a lot has
Because
happened
he
to him.
wants to get the bent corpus.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
He's really
Looks best stressed.
given an
season 6.
assignment and he goes for it full pledge. That's one thing I do like about him though. He really does get to the truth.
Yeah, he cares about his
He
work.
cares about his job.
Listen, if
A
you
bit too much. Though.
if you're willing to go through what he's been through and still be in that job, you really want to do the right thing.
Big
Because I
facts.
would not still be there.
Big
After the
facts.
first time I nearly died, I'd be like, you know what? Don't think this
Yeah.
is for me.
See, not even then for me. For me, it would have been like, rah, my own team man accusing
Yeah,
me of H. You man think I'm H.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember when they
Yeah.
Bruh.
accused him for being
Dot.
H?
Oh,
Sorry, not H,
God.
the caddy.
The caddy,
Yeah, because
yeah,
it was
the caddy.
Dot trying to
Oh,
pin
yeah.
the caddy on. I would have been like, nah, you man let me actually sit in a cell.
Innit?
Like my own guys.
My girlfriend left
Yeah,
me.
and his
guys.
girl left
My
him
girlfriend
as
left
well.
me.
Listen, and then she tried to come back.
I hate her.
Yeah.
Nah,
I was
nah.
so scared he was
How
going to
dare
take her
she?
back.
How
'cause
dare she?
Anybody got time for it.
Nah, that was, yeah.
Someone-
So hold on,
Steve.
let's talk about Tony and like very briefly and kind of like link how this come into the corruption of the group of H. Let's call it the group of H, yeah, because it's
they
what
got
can
a
we
name.
call it? You know what I mean? So the group of H.
Yeah.
So so Tony was a head of like some kind of department of detectives basically. And I always thought he was gonna be more corrupt than what he turned out to be, but he wasn't. It was more of just
Corrupted by love.
well, it was more of like he wanted to make sure that his team get the best jobs to make themselves
Look good.
the best, look good. That's all he cared about, was looking
Yeah.
good. And obviously at the same time he was having an affair. But then how we get kind of brought into these corruptions and the hidden people was when his mistress was dealing with the group of H.
Yeah.
Tommy Hunter. And she got
Jackie
killed. Do you get what I'm saying? And then they were like, whoa, you're our link now. Had like basically. And that was the link, basically, season 1.
Yeah, but he
He did it to himself. I can't.
yeah,
lie.
he
deserved
definitely did it to himself. And I think as well, I liked how they did that because also, how long did it take us to kind of realize, hold on,
There's more
the
to it.
new caddy is that little
boy,
prick
yeah,
that was
season
running
1.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Going, oh,
I
you-
didn't notice
what
it until
he
they
used to
said
say,
it.
what was he used
Yeah.
to say?
That bastard.
Yeah. And Tommy Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Like I didn't even know it was him until they showed the picture, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's
you
the
not?
same boy!" Like I never even recognized. I didn't
Yeah.
recognize.
No, but
the
this is
same
the
boy
he
though.
looks like him,
Yeah.
Nah, it's the same. I clocked straight up.
Yeah, no, he looks like him, and you think,
know
hold
it's
on,
him.
is that? And then
Yeah,
you
because
think,
I was looking at his
nah,
face in
can't be.
season 5, and I was thinking, I've seen his face before. But what? Where am I getting his face? And then I think we were watching it. I was like, oh my god, he's the little before they even. And I was like, oh my god, he's the little boy from season 1.
I didn't even
That's
know
one
this.
thing I rate about shows like this is where they keep the same characters throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, and the link
But
up
it made
play.
sense. Though,
Yeah.
so
Phenomenal.
The link up was good.
Everyone's
Phenomenal.
linked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I think is mad is obviously, what was her name? Was it Tracy? Was it Tracy? The Tony's mistress that got killed.
Jackie.
Lavity.
Oh, was that- oh,
Jackie
Jackie.
Lavity.
Tracy,
Yeah.
I don't know where I get Tracy from. Jackie Lavity, yeah, she got put in the fridge, bro.
She's a prick,
The
bro.
freezer.
She was an idiot.
Bruv, she ran over her accountant. I was like,
Oh, it was a dog.
It was,
I
yeah,
was
she said it was a
driving
dog,
and I hit
yeah.
something. I think it was a dog. Bruv, you don't accidentally run over your own personal
Yeah.
accountant.
She knew who she
and
was
think-
dealing with.
Of
Like,
course.
he was so easy. Like,
Of course.
Even the times when he was like, "It's over. I'm done with you," and then she'd call him, and they'd be like having that
Yeah, even when she rolled up to the office.
conversation on the phone.
And
where
he
she-
was like,
yeah.
don't holler me.
Exactly.
Like, that's
And
it.
he's like, leave the door open when she walked in the office,
Honestly.
kind of thing. So he does. I think, and he did. I don't know if he deserved the end he got.
Who?
I think that
No,
was
he
the
Tony
only
did.
way.
He did.
I think
Well,
that
he
was the
killed
only way.
himself. He killed himself.
He did.
It was quite.
It was for his
quite
family,
honourable
though.
though. It
It
was
was
quite
for his
Yeah,
honourable.
family.
that's why I say he deserved
He
it.
died
'cause
in the line of duty.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
At least his family got money.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because he knows that
he
if he
ruined
goes
everything.
in, they're really not going to get anything. Whereas he went on his undercover, got, is it Tony? What's his name?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
Got
Hunter.
got him to confess on the recording. So
True.
that he did
That's
what
how
he
they
needed
got
to
in,
do.
yeah, true.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he died.
Well, he died in the line of a transit.
Oh, boy.
That was painful.
That
Yeah, that
transit
was-
squashed him.
that
Where,
was so
That was
disgusting.
just
but
like,
that's the only way his family would got
Yeah.
money in it.
Yeah, but it's just an inconvenience because now you got to close off the M25 and more about
Honestly.
people getting to
Innit,
and from
bro?
work.
So there's no surveillance.
Huh?
There's no cameras.
There definitely were. But
Because
this is
he literally
sometimes-
walked into the thing.
But this is why sometimes I think, what day and age is this?
Mm.
Because how do you not have CCTV that is watching all these things?
Exactly.
But
That's
yeah, and then what happens
That was
in
the end of Tony Gates.
So
Yeah.
how's the link?
His crew was
What
still going.
what I think Jackie Lavity's body was never really discovered properly until like pretty much to
Season
the
6,
end.
yeah,
Like, you know, because we all knew it was in the freezer.
That
And we
boy-
constantly saw the freezer throughout the seasons, like here and there. And, you know, it was all like, oh my days. Like, and she got brought up a few times, innit?
Yeah, her face would always be
Yeah.
randomly coming
Because
Yeah.
obviously it was an unsolved mystery.
Unsolved
No one
murder.
She
knew
was
where
she was a connection. She was a link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did the whole kind of the reveal of who Tommy Hunter was, the little shit, and all the little henchmen with balaclavas link to season 2 with the corruptions? Who was next?
Because who was
it
next?
was the
Lindsay
woman I went to prison,
Denton.
but I forgot her
Lindsay
name.
Denton was
Lin-
the next season.
Oh, is
We
that-
start off
Yeah.
with them. She gets called. Obviously,
Tommy's
we
getting
later on
something.
find out where she got called, but she got called. They were basically moving a witness to
Which
a
is Tommy
different
Hunter.
Tommy
Yeah,
Hunter.
which was Tommy,
I
yeah.
didn't get that until we watched it again the second time.
Yeah.
The first time, obviously, I didn't realize because I had watched it very
No, they didn't
spaced out.
they didn't get the
But when
connect,
we watched it because I watched it ages ago, so I can't remember those things.
Yeah.
And then when I watched, I was like, oh my gosh, he is Tommy Hunter. But anyways, yeah. So then he dies, and then we actually start to see some of the we meet Cotton, who's the
Yeah,
caddy.
Dot.
Oh, wait, he's in
He was in
season
season
1.
1. At end of season 1, he got recruited.
He's part
Yeah.
of Tony's.
Caddy.
He's
But
part
we
of
get
Tony's
more
crew.
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get to understand
Oh,
more
yeah,
of
he is,
him.
isn't it?
Because is it at the end of season 1? He goes in. So Tommy's in the car and they're taking him away, and then Cotton goes in the van and he's like, "Don't worry, I've got you covered."
Yeah,
And then we realise, okay, there's some kind of link.
Copper.
Bit copper. Next season, all of a sudden he's part of AC12. So
I can't
do you know what
lie,
I mean?
yeah, I love the whole Dot, though, the whole situation around Dot and the story of him.
Yeah,
Because it was like, oh, when are they going to get him?
Yeah.
Because we knew, as viewers from early,
yeah.
he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's the snake. He's the guy who's undercover, you know. And it was like, how are we going to get him? So I think in season 1, yeah, you're right. Like, we briefly know towards the end kind of things. Like, oh, okay, what? He's a bit dodgy. So for when we know he's dodgy, it's so obvious he was dodgy
Yeah.
in like season 2.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because in Tony Gates' whole team, he was like the nicest one to Kate.
Yeah,
So obviously in season 2, you know, there's a reason
Fancy's
why.
a bit of Fleming, isn't it?
he does, isn't it?
It is.
But even him himself, like he's a smart one. But honestly, out of the whole series, I think what's her name is the smartest.
Okay.
No, the one that
The
they
one that
caught.
they arrested, yeah.
Lindsay Denton.
Lindsay Denton, yeah.
She's sick.
She was
It was
best
peak
one.
for her, boy. She went through a lot of abuse.
finessed all of them.
Everyone.
Even where my man told
I rate
Kate,
her,
yo,
though.
come back me. she banged her in the stomach. She was like, what do you think I'm an idiot, you dickhead?
To be
And it
honest,
like,
I was
raw.
thinking, how many times can one person go undercover?
Yeah,
not get
but
caught?
so this is what we were discussing, and basically, because AC-12 isn't actually part of the police, well, they are, but they're not like, so they don't go to the let's say
Yeah.
police events. So you can have an AC-12 member that goes to let's say Hackney Police and then goes to Essex Police. So then obviously Hackney Police and Essex Police don't know each
Yeah.
other. So then it's like, oh yeah, you're just
get
a
away with
random person. Because I thought that as well. I thought, hold on, how is a police officer?
Bro, we
going
find out
to-
though that she started getting clocked.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
season
Well,
three.
a few times.
Yeah, because it's
Three,
Midlands, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like, bruv, you can't keep staying local.
Exactly.
You gotta expand.
So Lindsay Denton.
She was
So
good.
we get introduced to her. It's all a bit chaotic straight away. Episode 1 and 2. Do you know what I mean? There she's a temp basically. She's covering for someone to a mission or whatever it was, and they had to move a witness.
That's an admission.
I don't know. But the witness was Tommy Hunter, and it was a setup. The whole time it was a setup. And we don't find out till later that she kind of clocks why it was. Do you know what I mean? She finds a tracker underneath her car. Do you know what I mean? She finds that certain people, a part of her team, were dodgy as well. And then she finds... I rate her because she's constantly fighting against everyone. No one's on her side. And she's constantly trying to prove to everyone else... that she's innocent, yeah, and that she's right.
Bruv, she wasn't innocent.
She wasn't
bruv.
that innocent as she was saying
Yeah.
she was.
Honestly though, was he convinced that she was innocent? Was you?
At one point I was actually, and then I thought,
Yes.
Was you?
I was when her head got flushed in the toilet.
Yeah, bro, I was 100%
And her hands got burnt,
convinced.
and I was like, oh, poor
Because I was
baby.
thinking, oh, raw, Lindsay, like, you didn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
And
Hold
like,
on,
you're
how was
just
she
going
not
through
innocent?
it.
What did she do?
Bruv, she
She
took
was
the
talking
peas,
to,
bruv.
yeah.
Don't you remember
They gave her the
found
money.
She was
Yeah.
talking to them before the whole moving.
And then the
Tommy.
tracker, she
Yeah.
moved the tracker from her car to the other car.
yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't know she had a tracker.
No,
she
she
just
did.
had a feeling there was
She had
going to
a
be
feeling,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. But she
But
didn't
it
she didn't
makes
mention none of that.
She did get
And
thrown
then-
into.
Yeah, because she didn't know when to reveal things.
Yeah.
Like, I get that.
Because also she clocked that girl that died. She was spying
Who
on
actually
her
isn't
and
even
Tommy
dead.
Hunter, and she knew about Tommy Hunter and all these man. She didn't mention none of it.
You mean the girl that was missing?
Yeah, so the girl that
But she
went
wasn't
missing.
dead.
She's not dead.
She's not dead.
Yeah, no. So the
Living
girl
her
that
life
went
somewhere
missing,
else,
yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
She knew all of that, and she didn't mention none of it. So now when they're connecting the dots, it's a bit like, hello, you know about this. Why are you not saying anything? But she was smart.
I think she wanted to get that hardcore evidence, like what she got in the end.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, bruv, how she done over Steve with that recording, yeah? Oh, so cringe.
No, but how can you lie like?
cringe.
Well, they didn't go
Yeah.
all the way.
They didn't
but
do
it was
anything.
like-
They didn't
That's
literally didn't
what
do
makes
anything.
it
yeah, but on the
worse.
audio, it doesn't sound like you're doing nothing. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's the
Like,
problem.
we can
Yeah.
only
Okay.
go by what we're
Yeah,
hearing.
I know
Okay.
it.
She's like, yeah, I'm alright.
It's
Yeah,
like
it sounds like
teenagers.
teenagers,
We're not
yeah.
teenagers.
Is this good? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's alright. Oh, so cringe. I was
I'm
like,
glad she does stuff like that because even when she was taken out of prison and she was put into that like temporary accommodation or whatever, and that guy tried to be like, "I'll give you 10 quid if you give me a blowjob," and she had a camera. I was like, "Yes, that's."
She's
I'm
violent,
glad
though,
she
isn't
does
it?
But the way
that.
she banged up her
but
neighbour
still,
as well.
Oh yeah, her neighbour. That was
Violent.
mad.
She bottled her.
Yeah, the neighbour was a bit mad.
Bottled her, bro.
Shut up and turn your music down.
She bottled her. She banked it in the stomach. She beat up the guy.
But should we do that to the neighbours of the studio next door?
Nah,
She's smart. She's violent.
I think she's the
And-
most intelligent one out of
The
all
email,
of them.
the
Yeah.
email thing she clocked.
Yeah.
Is that season 3?
Yeah.
No, is
Yeah.
it season 3?
Yeah,
No,
season
it's
three.
season 3.
Season three.
Because that's when she.
R.I.P.
Yeah, it's season 3 because
She's the smartest
Steve-
one out of
that's
all
when
of
we
them,
get
I must
introduced to
admit.
the SWAT team people.
Yeah.
Alright, so season 2, then so the reason why Denton is involved is because of the Scottish guy who was in charge, who was actually dodgy
Yeah.
and liked the girls.
He was having an affair with her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he only had a fair. So
he
like,
had him looking mad.
she was getting set up because of him, and he was obviously higher up, and therefore connects. That's how all these people get involved by a little thing because they've got like a story of themselves. Or say, do you know what I'm saying? And then so that was really good how they got him Because
I
at
love-
first, because he's so powerful,
Yeah,
he was just
they get
like,
carried away.
"Who are you to
Yeah.
talk to me?" Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
love when they do stuff like that. Like, you know, when they came to his house and he was like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm not going. Bruv, you have to go. Like, who do you think you are?
Exactly.
And then they like strip you of all your titles and it's like, you know
it's like,
what?
you better watch your tongue, boy. And then he was like, "Well, sorry, sir, but here's the evidence." And he-
I love how
next
nice
minute,
they are.
oh, I didn't know her age. I didn't know. And he was
Yeah.
like, "You're wet."
I
bro."
love when they're so calm, even though people are disrespecting them.
But
The
he was
highest
innocent,
level of
no?
disrespect.
Because he didn't kill her.
No, but he was having underage.
He was having sex with an
Yeah,
underage girl.
true.
That's
Definitely.
And he got caught,
disgusting,
and
yeah.
that's probably how he got like railed into being
blackmailed.
a corrupt. Yeah, because they were blackmailing. Like, we know that you just slept with an underage girl. We're gonna use this against you. Because even that when you go into like, is it season 5 or season 6? But they like they were like collecting people's sperm and
sperm,
stuff.
yeah.
So it's
they had
like
that
they're really
warehouse.
using things against people, like these the organized crime.
OCG.
OCG, that's
Yeah.
it. They
The
just
OCG.
think
What does
OCG
OCG stand for?
Organised crime.
Organized crime
Crime
group.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
figured it out, I
OCG.
think. He tried.
Sorry.
I'm joking.
Jeez.
But yeah, no,
What's the finale?
definitely. And then I think season 3 was very good as well because, like, for me, that's where Dot was just in over his head.
Yeah.
That for me, I
Yeah, he was
clocked-
crumbling.
Yeah, I clocked he was in over his head when he picked up Denton and he shot her in the head. And I'm thinking, how are you gonna get away
Yeah, where
with
do
this?
you
one?
go?
In it.
Like,
In it.
It's
They
dumb.
proper
It's the
framed
dumbest
Steve
thing.
because it was
Like,
Steve's
proper.
car and
Yeah.
he changed the number plate and da-da-da-da-da, and Steve was
He nearly
panicking,
he
boy.
nearly did it.
I just feel like it was a
but-
bit too, like, obvious. If-
Convenient.
If
Yeah.
Steve really was going to do it, that's too, like, careless. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do it like that.
Yeah, because it's like, because that's even Steve was saying it. Steve was like,
Innit?
hold
Am I
on, hold
dumb?
on.
Like, is this how I do
So
it?
I took my service vehicle, picked up Lindsay, where the CCTV can see it's my car,
Exactly.
and then drove her to a place, shot her in my car, and then left
her
my
there.
car and her dead body right there.
Yeah.
When I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
anti-corruption investigator.
It doesn't make, like, it didn't make sense, but I think the problem is because he was leading the investigation, he was just piling it up
Yeah.
and feeding into people's head, and so obviously, yeah, after a little while, you just start to believe it.
You get desperate. Like, you need to
Yeah.
get these H and all those people off your back. 'cause
That's it.
Yeah.
Who probably season 3 was one of the best because towards the end, so as you say, Dot was in over his head. Like,
Yeah.
he was crumbling because he was trying to like throw away evidence and like cover things, and it was getting too much for him and he couldn't handle it because he kept getting caught out. As soon as he tried to sort that one thing, boom, he got hit from another thing and he's like, ah. But it was when they interviewed him because obviously Kate's Steve's boy.
Best scene ever.
Kate is Steve's boy, innit? Yeah, and she was like, listen, she didn't want to look like she was on either side because
Yeah.
Dot was trying to like
Move to her.
He's trying to
move
push
to
up on
her
her,
to
boy.
try and
Can't believe it.
she was like, I'm alright, and then
Oh, I don't. I think
was
she was
going
having
to,
it for
yeah.
a bit.
No.
She was
You
having
know,
it for a
he was
bit.
like, "Is that why you haven't slept with me?" Or she was like, "It's not that I don't want to." I was like,
Yeah.
Dot."
Yeah, when
she's
she
lying.
said that, I thought, bruv, don't lie. You don't want to. You don't
I
want to.
never believed her.
I
don't
feel like
know.
she was just always. I don't know. Kate is like she's always been the secret undercover.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So you can't.
You don't-
You
you
can
don't
never
know.
tell if she's
Yeah.
being real.
You're right.
She's very convincing when
Yeah.
she's
And she's
undercover.
literally, her and Steve is literally, we just need the evidence to get the job done, like
Yeah.
get the right
Yeah.
people. Whether it's my boss or my partner, like, we need to get the evidence to make sure that you're fully clear.
But yeah, so I thought it was really good that she spoke to Hastings as well and managed to collect. This is what I rate and I don't get, because when they do their interviews, they have like this full documentation booklet thing with bookmarks. Look at bookmark 32 and image 42612.
In your folder.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, bruv, how have you managed to do that? Like in the space of an hour or something.
It's an office full of people.
Exactly. They got them
Yeah.
other people.
But sometimes they have to do it secretive. Like, so it's like, how, anyway. So Kate's done that. And they're like, okay, well, Dot, you don't have to speak right now, but hold it for evidence. And then he's like, hold on,
Yeah.
what?
I love when they do that.
And then like, boom, so they started interviewing him. And he was just like, oh, this is stupid. And the interview went obviously for ages. And at first, it was like, Dot was doing okay.
Yeah, it was.
He was doing okay. And then they were like, well, hold on, what about this? And then he started sweating.
Yeah.
Drinking bare water.
And then obviously what happens is he gets out his phone does a little text.
Best scene ever.
Oh my days.
Exit strategy.
scene
Go,
ever.
go, go.
And then the SWAT man, there's 2 SWAT guys guarding the interview room. It's like a glass box in the middle of the office. Boom, pew, shoots the other guy, gets him out.
Shoot up the
my
whole
days.
place. Like,
Yeah, for me, it's that part because I thought, all right, yeah, he's gonna like go to the toilet and slip away.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fam,
That was
one
a
door
good
with a machine
that's
gun
a
just
bit-
the whole
That's a good
place.
getaway, you know. That's a good getaway. But that's how you know, like, even for example, because someone else does that in the latest season.
but
And
I
it doesn't
laugh
actually
because
work.
you thought it was
But
gonna
you
work
realise,
What's
but
her
then
name?
you
Bigelow.
realise that, right, he's really important
Yeah.
because they literally had someone on the go.
Yeah.
Like, they were
That
ready
text,
to
as
get
soon
him
as it
out.
was sent, yeah,
Bruv.
it was like, and I was
Yeah.
like, what? What's going on here?
They weren't
Trust.
joking.
And
He
then-
ran
And the
out
car was
so
out,
fast.
like they were running for like 10 minutes so fast.
But that's another thing, yeah, bruv. Kate is about this.
Yeah,
bruv.
she
Yeah,
is
she was
about
on
that.
it.
Bruv, Kate
By
was like, look,
herself.
I got
She-
my vest, I got my strap.
She
By
jumps
herself.
to the lorry. She's like, keep going.
Yeah, keep
Keep
going.
going. Like,
Some Superman shit, bruv. She's
Trust.
bare radioing, yeah,
Innit?
he's turning down Turnpike Lane.
And then she's on the bridge.
I see him there.
She's watching him and she's running, calculating where
And then
to
she
go.
took the shot. Oh, when she took the shot, because she was on the bridge, and then she took the shot at the car, and then the car
flipped,
swerved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flipped over.
And then I'm thinking, yeah, Kate,
She's
you've
like flipping
definitely
James
been
Bond.
doing bleep tests
Innit?
every week, bro.
Yeah.
Because
But then don't forget, because she's
keeping up.
a what they call her, an OFC.
she's arms
She's
trained.
been doing it
Yeah,
for a
so
long time
she's
as well.
trained because even like in season 3, like she actually has she has a firearm,
Yeah.
so she's trained in that.
Yeah,
she's
she's
part of the
Obviously,
little
got
SWAT team.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even in season 6, that comes up.
Kate,
She
yeah.
managed Dot's like bleeding out on the floor.
No, but before that, I rate the fact that Dot jumped in front of Kate to save her.
Yeah.
Because
He didn't want her
He
involved.
liked
not-
her.
Actually, I'm about to say he's not a dickhead, but he's a
He
dickhead.
is.
Nah, he
is.
definitely is a
He's
But
dickhead.
he
Yes.
liked Kate.
But
Yeah, he
I
likes
think he
Kate.
has,
Soft spot.
he had a soft spot for
But he's
Kate,
been
and I
groomed
think
for this, so technically
that's what I feel so
it's
sad.
like deeper than just being corrupt. Like you're actually, but you went through
That's
the
his
process
job.
of being this
Yeah.
person. So
He
it's a
wouldn't.
bit
He
different.
wouldn't have been a cop of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
No,
literally
no.
his job description
Exactly.
said be bent.
Exactly.
And that was it. Like there's nothing else.
yeah,
Learn the ropes.
Yeah. So she jumped. Yeah, he jumped in front of her,
He had to
save
give
her life. But
a dying declaration.
That big moment, boy.
Oh.
so yeah, he tried to give her
She's like,
the
"Blink
answers.
twice."
Innit?
And the
Blink
whole
twice.
that there was used
So
from
many
the
times.
rest
Every
until the
season.
end. H, who's H, and that's how they discover Hilton,
Yeah.
and that's in the next season.
I think
liked
it's
the next
convenient
season.
though,
I like that. Wait,
What?
because
season is
obviously later on we found out it had nothing to do with H.
Not really. No.
it? Is it?
Yeah, so it was. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we found
That's
that
a
out.
waste of time.
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's like, hold on, you based the whole thing on one letter, and
these seasons.
only to find out it's
It was just
irrelevant.
another bank copper, but yeah.
But it's convenient that it's Hilton, and then obviously they investigate Hastings,
Hastings.
and then there's another one called H, Hargreaves.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a few people.
Hey.
Basically, I think he was trying to spell out a name but couldn't do it.
No,
So then he started doing Morse code.
Morse code. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That was pretty cool.
yeah, which
Yeah.
they found out
When you're
later. Though.
dying.
yeah, by Mr. Arnott.
Yeah,
But
but
then-
how can you not notice that though? Like, I mean, if you're looking at that video, like,
Over and over.
There's
and
so
over
much.
and
You have
over
to think about it. There's so much going on at the same time because you're thinking about, right, one of our own was actually corrupt and he was actually corrupting the whole thing. Then you've got the person that you was trying to get that was corrupt, the one that actually killed the guy for season 3. What is his name? And it's got the man from the packet of crisps, and he's in it as well. But the main
man from
character
the
from
packet
season
of
3, the
crisps.
guy.
or what?
The
Oh,
little
from
shit.
oh, I know what you're talking about. The one from Pie Lager. What's
Yeah,
it called? Yeah, Packet
and
of Crisps.
yeah.
The one that was sexually
Yes,
when he was little.
yes,
name?
yes.
I can't remember his name.
No, his name is.
Yeah, it's got 2 of the guys from a pint.
Yeah, it's got 2.
Can't remember the name of the show now.
But one of them's the police. One of them's
Yeah,
the
one
police
of them's the
officer.
police officer, and the other one is the one that.
it's the
I know
guy.
who you're talking about. Let me just find him.
See, there's
big
too
age.
many names.
Yeah,
The
his
one
whole
with-
season was.
The one with the curly hair that shot the guy, and then
Yeah.
his team came.
And then he said, "Oh, just shoot." But obviously, that was
Yeah.
a right getaway anyway. But I mean, his season was really good because obviously it had Lindsay Denton as well, and then had her all spill on it. But his season's important because it highlights
The boys' home.
the boys' home
Yep.
and
Yeah.
other high retired
Yeah,
officers.
so he
it's
had the
horrible.
letter.
Yeah.
He had the letter of
That
the list of
letter.
names.
Bruv.
That pissed me off.
That
and
caught
so
Dot out,
close.
boy.
Took it.
So close.
So close. The whole case would have been covered, but Dot here to.
Well, they managed to get Is it farewell? They managed to get farewell from it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
old geezer.
yeah. That was disgusting. The one that was basically dying.
He had like dementia or something in the end.
Yeah,
Oh no, I'm talking about the other one, that overweight guy. That
Yeah,
was
Danny.
in the bed. That
Oh no, he was
sleep.
just like
Danny.
he was
Yeah.
like a councilman.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Danny Cauldron.
Yeah.
Something. See.
I felt sorry for him though.
Yeah, his season was sad though, but I'm
I don't
happy
blame
he
what
got
he did,
justice.
though.
He died in the line of
He
duty.
killed. Basically, he killed. As soon as he
he
had
killed the paedophile,
the
yeah.
mission, and they saw the guy they was after, he clocked him straight away and was like, "Oh my days, this is the guy that was who abused me when I was a boy." So he didn't hesitate. He killed him.
See, but the right thing to do would be to recuse yourself from that case.
Yeah, but he knows how corrupt the police is. He wasn't going to get justice that all the boys deserved.
Yeah, true.
So he took it.
Yeah,
into
because
his
he
own hands.
knew
Especially
that
'cause-
Farewell was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
he
because
had
they've
the
been
list.
reporting it, and nothing was done.
Typical.
But then,
police.
so what was that season?
That's season 3. Season 4 is one of my favourites.
Bandy Newton.
That's why Lindsay died, because she had the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he sent it to her email when she
I
clocked.
hate when people
she clocked the internet
reveal
cafe.
their stuff too soon. Like
She was
it
like, I
all
got
the
the
time.
list. Why did you just send the
Don't
list?
send it. Don't
Listen,
send it.
from time my man was like, all right,
I
I would have been like, right,
innit?
Steve Arnott, send location, send the list, send everything.
God, that was so stressful.
Yeah,
No,
but
but she
yeah,
sent
she
to
did. But that's
Hastings,
why
though.
she's
Yeah,
smart.
send it to the wrong person.
Yeah,
She sent it
well,
to Hastings. So actually, no, Hastings would have been the best person if she sent it to Arnott and Arnott was in prison.
yeah, but
No one would have that information.
yeah, but even Hastings is a bit
In
of a
Hastings,
bent copper.
I don't know,
you
man.
know? He's a bit of a bent copper.
Let's be honest, like, so Lindsay Denton and Hastings both got given money,
Yeah.
and they gave the money to someone who was in need of it.
Who did Lindsay give it to?
Her mum. She put it in a care home.
She did, yeah, she did.
See what I mean? So,
She had
are they
leftovers.
bent?
No, they just get them where they know they need it. Like,
Yeah.
because Hastings was broke. Like his wife
Yeah, yeah.
didn't want anything to do with him and whatnot. So he really, at that point, he thought it was gonna help him get his wife back.
See, I didn't understand that either. How can you be broke and getting a salary?
And it's like, no, but maybe he's paying off debt.
Yeah, he's probably
He's
paying off
probably is
debt.
paying off the,
Yeah, 'cause
all
that's
that money
mad.
that he invested in.
That's mad.
Yeah.
His wife, yeah, she was so happy about the cruise.
Oh yeah, stress.
That was so
Oh,
peak.
yeah.
That
Oh,
was
bless
so
her.
peak. And yeah,
So hold on, we go into season 4 now, and we get introduced to that
Sandy Newton.
mom. She's been in a few things.
yeah, man.
She was the mom in
Westworld.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Westworld.
Norbit.
She's quite a big actress.
Yeah, she is.
So yeah, we get introduced to Roz Huntley in season 4, and she's I don't know,
She's the
a
head of
DI,
something, yeah.
DIS or something. She's like a head as well of her little team.
Is it murder? Something like
Murder
that.
Squad.
Yeah.
No. That's Arnott's ex.
That bitch.
So how was
that's
she
her
corrupt? So obviously she did her own madness, but she was corrupt. Why? So we get introduced to her.
You sound like a lecturer.
Why was
She was corrupt. Why?
And then they tell you the
And
answer.
then you answer the question.
She was corrupt because
That is literally to the letter.
You're getting schooled, son. Already getting schooled. But no, yeah, she we got introduced to her and she was doing something already dodgy, which was setting up Terry Boyle.
Yeah.
Poor kids.
But bro, they do that all the I can't lie, they do that in real life.
Yeah, they do.
Because that way the case is open and closed.
Yep.
Boom. Like we move on. Whereas it's bad for their numbers if cases are just open.
Right, tell.
Man's got bodies
But
in
yeah,
the freezer.
so so poor Terry's in like a bit of a situation because what's the crime?
Oh.
There was a murder
Murder.
for
There's a murder. Yeah.
Balaclava Man.
Yeah.
So they're trying to find Balaclava Man basically, and they basically frame it on him, and it frame it on that guy, but they were like, yeah, it can't be him because it just can't be. But they couldn't figure out who it was, so they just framed it
They
on
had to
him
find
because they
someone.
had the timelines, and they were like, well, it has to be him because
No, it
he was
wasn't
there.
Terry Boyle.
It wasn't Terry Boyle.
It
It was another boy.
was another
Yeah,
boy.
it was-
Terry Boyle was involved though.
No.
No,
It
no,
was
Terry-
that guy that was a bit shy and he was
It was the one.
he was
that-
visiting his
the
nan.
one that grandma, yeah. He's
Yeah.
the same
Oh,
schedule every
shame.
single time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Terry
it's
Boyle's the one with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
he
he doesn't.
had the bodies.
He
in the
appears
freezer.
in another
Poor kid.
season though, but he's more
So
prominent in the
like,
last season.
a girl got killed.
They found a body, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
2 prostitutes.
Yeah, so
And
two
then
girls
there's
got
another
killed.
attempt on another girl.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
That's
one.
what happened. And she was in the burning house.
Yeah.
And then Rose gets
And
her
they
out.
pin it on, yeah.
And
Pin it on
then
the wrong guy again.
So that's the premise of that season. That's where we get Balaclava Man, and that's when we start to realize that
The
the
OCG.
OCG were balaclavas.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that ties in. But then also, obviously, her season is she kills her forensics
Bro,
guy.
that was
because
mad.
he's on her. He knows that
funny.
the investigation isn't right.
Yeah.
You're framing the wrong person. He goes to AC12, speaks to Steve Arnott, says there's a little bit of corruption here. Need to come and join, come and have a look, and then that's where we all spirals out of control.
That was mad.
And that's when I think this might be when AC12 start, because basically the whole kind of corrupt organisation within police keeps trying to get dropped, and I think
they clock it.
Yeah, they're like, hold on, these keep linking up, like these keep linking up.
Yeah.
This forensics guy was too good at his job.
Yeah.
Like he was too good.
Way
Bit of a
too
job's
good.
worth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And like she was kind of like, oh, for goodness sake, because I think she was like a lot of the people that she's trying to get out of some dodgy situations she's in, and then she's like, I've got this under control, but people like this forensic guy keeps messing up for her. So she went to approach man.
Yeah.
However, I felt like she knew it might go south.
Of course.
Yeah,
Because
she did.
the way she prepared herself, she didn't go where there was any cameras.
Yeah.
She had a trackie on that
She
she
didn't
could
take
throw
her car.
away. So I'm
Didn't
saying,
take her phone.
Yeah.
but when can you imagine, right? So it got to a bit of a, she was a bit of a dickhead, innit? Because she like manhandled him. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, what are you doing? And then she like hit her head, got knocked out.
Yeah.
He thought she died. He went to the shop.
Yeah,
In a
was
balaclava.
crazy.
In a balaclava.
yeah.
So
That was smart though.
Yeah, it was smart.
But she was out for a while.
Yeah, got all the tools to chop her up, laid out plastic everywhere, and she woke up.
Like
No,
literally,
but-
the saw was in her face.
Yeah.
I
She
don't
was
get.
like, I would not say. I was like, oh.
I don't get how things got flipped over. Like
Especially because of his job role, yeah? How do you not clock that she's
someone's
not
not
dead?
dead.
big man?
Exactly.
But that's wild because what do you do in that situation? Like, you can't really do much. If you're like coming back to reality, let's say, after being unconscious, someone is in a suit, there's
to
bare
chop
plastic
you
around
up.
you,
The blade's
and they've
here.
got a saw in your face, it's you or me. There's no talking your way out of this because if you're like, no, you don't have to do it, then it's like, yeah, but you know what I was about to do.
Yeah.
So I can't let you go.
So he can't be like, oh, I was only joking.
Innit? You pop it in a suit. You're in the plastic.
Like, this is
Oh,
not
you're
that,
right.
bruv.
Oh, all right then.
It's a bad mystery in real life,
I'm
sorry.
like, whoa, hold on a sec.
Bruv. So she
it's
she
a life
had
or
to.
death
That's why she got that
situation,
gammy arm, because she blocked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then cut all her arm up, and she didn't get treated properly, and then she lost her arm for
Yeah,
it.
it got amputated.
Because it
Even that, all right, let me ask you, like, what would you do in that situation? Because the way how she was like, nah, I hate you, I want a divorce, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Bruv, the doctor said to her partner, look, it's either she dies or you cut her arm off. What's your choice?
Exactly.
Man cut her arm off.
Exactly.
What would you do?
I say it's harmless.
Yeah. Like,
Wow.
take it off.
Wow.
Nah, take it off.
Let's have a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Wow.
Enemies.
But would you allow, like, would you be pissed off if
You like that one, didn't
your
you?
partner said that to you and was like, bruv, I had to cut off your arm?
I'm like, get the full stage. I just saved your life, you're a dickhead.
No, what if it was the other way
I'm her
around? That it was
husband.
your arm?
Well, I lost my arm.
I think initially you will be
Was it
upset
left or
because you're
right?
just thinking, what?
Nah, I'm not entertaining you today. Go on, sorry.
I think you would be upset because you just woke up and your arm's gone. Like, you would be upset.
Yeah,
Straight.
naturally.
Oh no, it was her left arm.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, I wouldn't feel as pierced because
This guy's drinking
I'm
vodka
right-handed.
in that vomit bottle, bruv. That's vodka.
No, it's gin.
Mad thing. No, I don't think I would have been, like, she was extreme.
Her
But
husband was
then,
annoying as well. He just...
Oh,
he was
Crying.
he was so
it
Sorry,
reminds me
annoying.
of
Whatnot,
he's in Lufa.
Oh, he's
Do you
in
remember?
Lufa.
Oh no, you probably don't remember. He's in
He's
Lufa.
so annoying. When she slapped
Yeah.
him twice
And
and
a
he
few
was
other
crying, I
things.
was just like, oh my God.
What, a husband?
Yeah.
And it's like,
So
he's
annoying.
wet.
Then she went and
He
hugged
is.
him and he started crying. I was thinking, bro.
He was wet.
And it was him that got Arnott.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
yeah.
remember, he came to...
Well, his lawyer.
Yeah. Well, Arnott came to do an investigation. Obviously, they started to get
Steve.
wind that, okay, your wife doesn't seem quite clued up. Maybe she's into something. Because obviously, the forensic guy has gone missing. So he goes to his workplace, Roz's husband's workplace. And then all of a sudden, Balaclava man turns up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
Steve gets hurt again.
Poor Steve.
Yeah,
he nearly
Gets
died,
thrown down
though,
the
that
stairs.
time.
Yeah, he nearly died.
I thought
for
he was
real.
dead, to be honest. I thought
And
he was
because
gone
of that,
It's had
that
lasting
affected him
effects,
throughout the rest of the
yeah.
season.
Lasting
He's done his back.
effects.
Yeah, and he was popping all them pills. I can't lie though, something that we forgot to mention that I just can't get out of my head is when you remember when Kate dipped and then they had a replacement coming in season 1 or 2?
Oh,
Season 2,
yeah.
and the woman
Yeah.
got thrown out the
Victory
window.
Sky.
When the woman got
That
thrown
wasn't
out the
season
window.
Oh, that
No, the
one.
woman
Yeah,
that got
season
thrown
2
in
when she
the
got
window.
thrown out the
That's
window.
not season 2.
What
It's
is it?
season 2.
It is season 2.
I'm sure it is
It's season 2. Because it's the one with
'Cause
Callum.
No,
No.
His
The
name's
girl.
Callum.
No, we're
The
talking about the girl that
girl.
gets dashed out the window.
So don't you
the
remember?
hospital.
Oh, Shane,
Yeah, don't you remember? Someone's in the hospital, and then the nurse turns around, and there's a
And there's a
guy,
man.
Yeah.
which was that police officer.
Yeah.
They
And
framed
then
as
literally, he just grabs her by her vest, pushes her against the window,
that was mad.
and then just drops
Dash
her.
her
That
out
was
the
mad.
window.
Like
Oh, that
fifth
was
floor.
peak.
Like,
And that was like,
crazy.
bruv, you've only been in about 2 episodes.
And her and
bruv.
Steve were kissing that guy.
Listen, he can't keep
If he
it
could be
in.
with Kate, he would be with Kate. I'm not even gonna lie.
See,
So-
what I tell
He's
this is
so
exactly what I said.
Kate don't want him. If he wanted to be with
Of
her,
course.
he would have made him.
I tell you now, yeah, if Kate got drunk and was like, Steve, what you saying?
In it, he would.
He'll be like, oh, Kate, is this all right? Because he's just active with these
God,
women, bro.
Fair play, innit?
Too much. With the
Nah,
wrong people.
but
It's
the
not
thing
fair
is,
play. It's not
yeah,
smart.
why is it always someone involved in your case?
Exactly. Go meet someone in a bar, like a stranger or something. I
Bruv.
don't know.
He doesn't know how to do
It's always
that.
sold on the force as well.
Exactly.
Always.
So, or nah, or a witness.
A bloody witness, innit?
He's, yeah.
But no, okay,
yeah.
so what season is it that Callum gets introduced?
That's season
4, innit?
4 or 5.
This is not season 4, the one we're on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that
Because
tells
the one
him in
with
the
the
end.
one arm, she's like witnessing
Yeah.
it, and she was just like,
And he
not
keeps
worth
calling him
it.
Jamie, innit?
huh?
What
Oh, is his name Jamie?
Yeah,
No,
Jamie.
it's
Yeah,
Callum.
Jamie. It's Jamie. Right.
What am I thinking of Callum?
He looks like
Nah,
Callum.
Jamie.
It's
I
Jamie.
think he's calling him something else.
Yeah, I know too many
Yeah.
like Callums, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's him. That was a bit weird as well. Because
but
I
he
thought
makes
he
team
had nothing to
anyway.
do with it. But
Do you know what? He didn't, but he because he was
got fed
insecure.
up, yeah.
Because he was insecure, right, and moist. Because he thought he wasn't getting treated right. As
wasn't.
soon as he got approached by Hilton, who was another H.
Yeah.
Who was also Roz's ex.
Yeah.
Who Roz used to get out of some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Who also Roz and her husband's lawyer
Yeah.
Was in contact.
with Hilton and
Yeah.
da-da-da-da-da. So I don't think Roz and her husband really knew about that.
No,
Yeah, I don't think they knew too
I
much
don't feel
about.
like they knew at the extent, but I
No.
think they knew enough because
Yeah.
she was hiding who Balaclava Man was, so she knows that there's some link.
Who was he? Who was he that pushed Steve?
It
The
was
lawyer.
what's the lawyer?
Was
Was
it the lawyer?
The
Yeah.
lawyer's
The lawyer.
Balaclava Man, but then obviously you have to realise that the lawyer is also embedded in the OCG, so he's
Yeah.
got some kind of link. We don't. That was the one point I didn't really understand how he's involved in that. Maybe he's their lawyer or something. I don't know because he got the boy from her season.
Yeah,
he selected him.
he
to
chose
say
him
we
to
can
be-
chose him to
yeah.
be the
And
scapegoat.
then to plead guilty.
Yeah.
So
He just got involved in it, basically.
They
Yeah,
needed a
bro, he
lawyer.
saw,
Money,
he
it's
saw the
money.
money. Yeah, he
it's
saw the money,
because
bro.
he's one of those
He lived a
rich,
life of luxury. Yeah.
pristine
Yeah.
lawyers.
He saw the money.
So we get introduced to Jamie, and I found his character like quite funny, to be honest, because as I said, I thought he was just moist.
Yeah, and annoying.
He's just in it. He's like, bro, no one's holding your hand.
He was so
Yeah.
rubbish at
Just
the
do your
interviews
job.
as well.
oh,
His
that
interviews was
so
terrible.
bad.
It was like Jamie and he was like flipping through pages. It was
No,
like,
no,
bruv.
but especially after like a hit line.
Exactly.
It would be like a typical Hastings line. And he'll be like, right, Jamie.
And he's like,
and he'll be like, and then Hastings will be looking
But
at
that's
him
why
like,
Kate didn't like him. Then.
"You
That's why
dickhead,
Kate
bro."
didn't like
He
him.
wasn't the
she
one
was
for the
just
job.
like,
He
Yeah,
wasn't
no
for
one
the
liked him.
job. No.
No, like, so that's why Hilton,
Because Steve,
and Manit.
Yeah.
Because Manit, bro.
Bindra.
Yeah, Bindra messed up.
She really disappointed.
Yeah.
Hella.
Really upset me.
She really
Actually, no,
disappointed
do you know what? No, she made it up with me because she disappointed me when she flopped AC12. But then, because when she now turned, I thought, you're an idiot, bruv. You're trying to protect your cousin. I get that. But you're part of AC12.
your cousin was wet as well.
Yeah,
Her
bruv,
cousin was-
I can't lie, let your cousin rock, bruv.
Exactly.
But then
Yeah.
at the same time, she was doing it to help AC12, and I thought, okay, fair play. But then obviously she had
Didn't
to
make
die,
it.
innit?
Yeah, she got killed. Oh, she had those
Poor girl.
babies.
When they showed the silhouette of her pregnant, like some pregnant woman giving out information, I was like, oh man,
Yeah, it was just like, why?
girl, I trusted you.
Why?
And she was so good at her job when she was a straight
So
copper.
good.
Well, Gaffer got accused of being sexist and racist.
Oh yeah.
Well, by Jamie.
Yeah, no, not Jamie.
No, by,
By Roz.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
And she did really well actually.
She was
Yeah.
good.
Because
Yeah,
Kate,
'cause-
Kate didn't get the promotion she wanted either.
What
so
was
like,
it? I can't remember now because she was doing really well, and then there was just something happened, and she just went, "I confess," and I was just like, "What?"
She just couldn't keep it. I don't think
It's
she could
because
keep it up.
like her
It was something
husband.
to- yeah,
I
it was
don't-
something to do
it
with
was
her
like She
husband.
didn't really want him to.
Oh,
go
and her
Because-
kids and things.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
clocked that the husband was following her, so they clocked his car, and then they were like,
That was,
hold on,
that was
if you
another time
at
where she
home-
was like,
yeah, because it was like, bruv, you're a dick, and if it wasn't for you, I would have been
Would have
free.
got away with it, yeah.
But then they were like, also, your kids text your husband saying, what can we have pizza for dinner?
Yeah.
So why would they text him that if you was there? And then the husband apparently said something in the interview that was basically like, yeah, no, she weren't there.
Yeah.
So then it was like,
Yeah, because he went in with the bloody guy, the lawyer, and
Yeah.
he basically was gonna just
Yo.
say the whole thing. He
You
was
know
just
what?
like, look,
that was peak,
It was
innit?
so good because she called her lawyer on purpose.
I
Yeah,
love
that
when
was-
they
that
turned around and
was-
charged
and
him
she
as
went,
well.
she goes, am I still a
I'm still an
police
officer,
officer?
yep.
Yeah, he goes, right, well. And he was like, hold on, what?
yeah,
Because he wasn't going
And
to
he
come.
was about to leave as
He
well.
wa- yeah, he
was
wasn't
like,
going to come.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Then he got his phone out to the text.
Yeah.
yeah. And that was just like,
But then that's what makes me laugh. Is that how quickly did Jamie get involved with this? Because Jamie was the guy to get him out.
see, I think
It was before he left AC.
But it wasn't just Jamie, it was a gingerhead lady too.
he was planted. Oh, that was peak.
That was mad.
That was peak
mad.
because she tried to kill.
she tried to
Oh,
Lindsay?
shame. No.
Yeah, no.
She
No,
tried
it
to kill
wasn't.
the lady.
It was the other
Jill
lady.
The one
Bigelow,
that
Jill.
Bigelow, yeah, Jill.
Jill Bigelow.
What season was that?
Season
Five.
5.
When she
Oh,
stabbed her
shame.
in the hand.
Ah,
in the
shame.
toilet.
Shame.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot, boy. There's a lot that happened.
That was good.
That was
All
yeah.
these texts, boy.
Innit?
But anyway, so yeah, the lawyer did the text, and then Jamie.
I don't know who he thought
He was like,
getting
yeah,
the
I'm
text.
taking him into a station where
Bruv.
he's not. But he didn't even look convincing. Like,
Shall I tell you what's so funny? Yeah, Steve was like, Jamie, mate. There's
ain't
no
you.
way. And then he's pressing the lift. He's like, what you done? And it's like,
He's like,
mate.
why is the lift not working?
And then he goes, all right, we're going to take the stairs. Big man, you're in the police station, yeah? If you think you're going to be able to travel down the stairs and exit the building, like, did you not learn from Dot? Dot had to
Exactly.
get someone to shoot up the place.
to get you out.
So it was kind of like, come on,
It's,
man.
it's a myth for you, bro.
Nah,
It's a
Jamie
myth. And like,
was
so
the
hold
one.
on. Was that the same time where Hastings shot someone in the head?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's when they tried to say, oh, yeah, you shot him in the head
On
because he was
purpose.
trying to cover it
yeah.
up.
They didn't want him to
Yeah.
speak.
But I mean, that was a good shot, though.
That was a banging shot.
Because he had a hostage.
Yeah, he got
And then he just went bang.
bang.
Yep.
Furthermore, he's surrounded by officers that are trained
Trained
in
to
this.
do it.
Yeah, so it's like, why?
When he sees Jamie, disappointed son.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in you.
That's when Roz
But Jamie,
was like,
I was gonna say Jamie was wet, bro. But that's how they got
Yeah.
Hilton, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yes.
when they find Hilton
Yeah.
because
Committed
Suicide,
suicide.
but
Yeah,
that
by
was
the
definitely
pier.
no
That was
suicide.
by that point it was just
Done out
it
here,
was
man.
done
It
out
was
for
long
him.
for you because it's like, bro, what's the point?
That's the thing
I
with
hated
these
how he
corrupt
talked,
things,
though.
yeah.
I
By the
hated how
time
he
you get
talked.
to when you're not of use anymore, like what's the point? Like,
Exactly.
You're not used to anyone, so you're gonna die. Like so. But I think at the same time you're getting blackmailed, so
I hated how Hilton spoke. Yeah, he was like constantly patronising. I felt this is
Yeah.
great work
Yeah,
by
yeah,
AC12.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, honestly.
He was
He's
the
such
worst.
a dickhead.
Even when he was trying to move up Roz, like he was like, yes, I've got a room upstairs. And she's like,
no.
I'm
Next
going back
time,
home to my
innit?
husband. And he's like, okay, well, contact me on this number.
yeah.
And it's like, bro,
That's
did you
how
not
she
hear
caught
what I
him.
just
Bernard's
said?
phone.
That's
Yeah.
how she
Yeah,
caught
that's,
him, though.
that's how she caught him because that
so
phone
dumb.
contacted Balaclava
Yeah.
man to assault Arnott.
He's so dumb.
So, but it all honestly, I love the link up playing line because it's just like raw.
So
You
then
man actually think
Roz
about
ended up
this.
going to prison in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, in which she accepted, didn't it?
Yeah.
So fair play to her. She was a bit
She
of
didn't get divorced.
bit of a
though.
strong mother. I thought she was. I thought she was a good mum.
Was she?
I don't think so.
She didn't care
was
about
a
the dad.
prick.
She didn't care about
Because-
that.
She didn't care about him, but she the whole reason why she did what she did was so make sure her kids had a
It's
parent.
because her daughter hated her in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, it's a bit like, why are you trying to frame your husband then?
Innit?
Like,
Knowing that he
for
didn't
me,
have
that's
nothing
like, you're
involved.
def-
She
And he
despised
legit,
him.
he actually loved her.
She
as well.
despised him. She looked at him and thought, you're
But
shit.
you had
Like,
kids with him.
it's wild.
So here we are.
Innit? Every night she's like, "No, I'm tired."
Bro,
innit?
that's when you know it's just
Innit?
like,
She's
raw,
like,
boy. But he's, I don't
But she didn't cheat on
don't do
him,
it.
so that's good.
Well,
Well,
we
yeah.
don't know Hilton, like, what their history
Hilton
is.
got a bit of a leg rub in there, you know?
So hold on, that led to season 5. Yeah. And who was the corrupt people in it? So obviously what's that
don't have
lady's
a
name?
corrupt.
This one,
This
yeah, it's
blonde
the
lady.
undercover.
Undercover
Yeah.
agent Corbett.
This is the mixed race lady that was like, "My baby's in the car. He's dying. My baby."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
She was a
John, was it
dickhead.
John?
Lisa.
Yeah,
John
Lisa.
John Corbett.
John Corbett.
Lisa
that's it.
McQueen.
Yeah,
I must
Lisa
say, yeah,
McQueen.
the first
was
episode,
that her
the
name?
opening scenes are so
The
good.
policewoman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
season, the
The
start
one-
is wicked.
So the OCG member, the girl from the OCG.
Oh, but who's the blonde lady?
The one that was driving the car.
No.
Oh,
Van.
oh.
She's like a
oh.
lawyer kind of thing. For
Oh, Jill
police.
Bigelow.
Is it Jill?
Yeah.
No, Jill's brunette. Jill's the one that's
No,
trying to
she
kill
was
Hastings.
blonde.
She had,
and
like,
then
blonde
changed-
highlights or
She changed
whatever.
brown in season 6.
Yeah, she had like blonde highlights.
She was
I don't know.
blonde?
Yeah, she was trying to move up Hastings.
Yeah, she liked Hastings, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell she was a bad
So
person.
we got introduced to her from early, to be fair. But she was her job is a bit of a dickhead job as well because
Managers PR, innit?
Yeah,
Basically-
we just had to make sure that we
We don't look too
don't
bad.
look too bad in the
press.
public.
She looks like a typical PR woman.
Yeah, definitely.
But she her job really, I guess, with the OCG or whatever was to kind of make sure things are running smoothly. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we get introduced to John Corbett, and this was kind of a dark season. I thought. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was kind of a dark season because John Corbett was deeply undercover Scouser when he wasn't even Scouse. He was Irish.
His
Yeah,
accent,
he was
his
Irish. That was
accent
so
was
good.
just poor. Like, I hated it when I used to hear him. I just used to think, oh.
Scouse accents anyway. So anyone Scouse out there, well, you know.
No. I just mean his accent in
I
general.
thought he was from Liverpool in real life.
In real life, I don't know.
Liverpool? Okay, maybe not.
But all I know, like, he used to be like, "Here's a little Ben Coppet," and it's like,
It's like, is that, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
like-
his wife was worse. His wife
Yeah,
was
his
worse.
wife-
oh,
yeah.
yeah, she really.
But you know when she was reading a book to her kids, chicken looking,
chicken,
chicken looking is going to. I was
it was
just
like,
like,
take the marks. It's like, right, boy.
it makes sense if her name was Kate Fleming.
Something in the back of
That's
that,
a
bro.
good one, actually.
Oh,
That was
thanks,
good.
thanks.
Finally. That was actually funny.
You deserve all the accolades.
Innit?
So yeah, anyway, John Corbett, we find out like he's part of the OCG group, but he works his way up to be kind of like a top henchman, I guess. Do you know what I mean? And everyone kind of follows his lead and whatever. But at the same time, they're all questioning him, and like, because like there's certain things where they would just happily just kill someone, where he wouldn't, and they're a bit like, why not? So they kept questioning him. So I felt sorry for him because he didn't feel like he had any support because he was undercover, but I didn't really understand that because the police kind of like just abandoned him.
No,
Yeah.
he,
Do you get what I mean?
He
It was just
disappeared.
like,
he just disappeared. He just went off the grid.
Yeah, so he stopped making contact.
Yeah.
And then that's why when they interviewed his boss,
Yeah, the black lady.
she didn't want to chat to the white lady.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah, they were like, when's the last time we made contact? Days?
Yeah, and then
Weeks.
they came with the warrant.
Months.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, so we lost contact with him like a
3
while
months
ago.
ago. Yeah, 3
And it was
months
like,
ago.
wait, isn't this your
And
case? And it's like,
you're the
yeah.
police. Like,
Sorry about that.
Operation
they didn't even know if
Pear
he was
Tree.
alive.
That's it.
Yeah, Operation Pear Tree. They didn't even know if he was living. Like,
Yeah.
that was a joke.
And they didn't know whether he was still undercover
Yeah.
or if he had
just
sold
gone
his soul,
rogue.
bro. It was, which,
It's funny, though, because I thought Lisa was the undercover one.
That's
yeah,
what I
they
thought.
spun it
So
well.
I like how they did that because she
They
didn't
spun it
shoot the
well.
woman initially. So
yeah,
I thought
because
she was undercover.
I really don't get her because she just looked uncomfortable
All the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny, like, it must be really uncomfortable for a woman especially to traffic women.
Yeah.
Knowing the
If
madness.
you have a heart.
And she's just allowing it. I'm just like, bro, I don't get it.
yeah.
But then I did think she was going to turn good when John was like, I can get you out. I can get you out.
Yeah, that was Pete.
I think she was thinking about it.
She was crying.
Yeah, no, because even, so after they killed John, she was like acting all hard, like, all right, get the shipment out. And then she turned around and she was like, and it was like, bruv,
She done that.
what's that like?
Hold it in, right?
Where do you lie? Like, are you a goodie or are you a baddie? Like, I didn't understand it. But
Yeah, so I didn't really get that, but obviously it worked out well for her because she's in witness protection.
And don't forget, she didn't actually kill
Anyone.
Really.
She made sure not to. Maybe she was waiting for a way to get out.
Maybe.
But let's not also.
So hold on,
forget-
so who is we interviewing then? Or who we? I say we. AC12. Who's AC12 interviewing when Jill was there, and that's how she got caught out.
They were interviewing Hastings.
Hastings, yeah, because they made it look like he was.
Yeah, because don't you
H.
remember they made it look like he was H, and then your friend she was interviewing Hastings, and Jill come in, and then she was like, "Bruv, what are you doing it?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Don't
Kate
worry,
had.
just
I
observing."
think Kate came out with
Yeah.
evidence.
And then-
something like that.
Yeah, so they were firing stuff,
So
and then she
Carmichael.
just started digging in.
Yeah.
So this is another thing, right? So Carmichael has witnessed madness, corruption. How can you not call it corruption? And she's
Bruv.
like, "There's no corruption."
It's blatant.
Fucking can't stand her.
So annoying.
I don't know. I hate
She's
her.
so
I hate her.
patronising. She's so patronising.
Anyway.
But he also has to thank Jill as well, because Jill got him off the hook. Because Jill was like, "Hold on,
Plus, I swear he did a little slight thing with her, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, bruv.
They beat in it.
So, no, don't you remember?
They
I went
for
into the
that meal.
bathroom.
Yeah, the night that John Corbett beat up Ted's wife was the night that Ted was sleeping with Jill.
So
And that's why he
That's
got
when he
so
was
bad.
like, if
Yeah.
this isn't a sign, I don't
But
know.
then
what
she
it is.
also set him up by
Yeah.
taking his DNA.
Yes, yeah. So she was part of it, but
She
then
was really working at Hastings for a while.
she
Yeah,
was,
trust.
bruv, she tried.
Like
was
2
her job.
seasons.
Holy
yeah,
potatoes,
she came in like
boy.
season 4.
In it, and he was like, I'm married.
I guess,
Yeah.
he's very honourable, isn't he?
He is. I mean, he loves
tries
his
to be.
wife.
He
He loves his
tries
wife.
to
Well, the thing is, he's not. That's the thing. He's holding on to a marriage that don't exist no
Nah,
more.
she
Yeah.
didn't want you.
That
She's
was that was the
when
thing.
she was like, sign the papers, I got someone else. It was like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like,
bruv.
"Whoa."
oof.
And she looked good as well. I was like,
Yeah, but
innit?
she, like, I feel like
But for Hastings,
she
Jill
could have
Jill
hold
looked
out
good.
more.
Like
Jill, she's a good-looking older woman.
yeah.
but she
So
looks
Hastings was constantly like,
evil.
oh,
She had peas as well, bro. So it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, trust.
I could be staying at yours instead of the hotel, bro.
She looks like a villain still.
She does.
Yeah.
She's got that
A
bitch
well-kept
face.
villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got that bitch face. But anyway, yeah. So they're interviewing Hastings, and Hastings is like not shaven. He's got some grey jumper on.
Stress man, his hair was all flopping.
Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I felt
like
sorry for
Boris.
him because he was
Yeah.
like barely in tears because then they start
He was
revealing.
tired. He was crying.
Yeah, because John Corbett's mum
Yeah,
was
he
someone that
loved
he
her.
used to
protected.
he used to know.
Yeah.
And
Bro, he used to love
la.
her. Yeah.
So yeah, it was peak for him. And they were like, "Where's the money?"
Everyone knew he was broke as well.
But then this is where Kate and Steve are like riders because same as where Steve was in trouble, where Kate and Hastings had his back.
Yeah.
Kinda. You know what I mean? What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then now they had their bosses back,
Yeah.
And they were like, boom. And then that's when they stuck it on Jill. Jill was like, hold on, what? Do you know what I mean? Same kind of thing as
"Let me
the
record
lawyer.
it."
Like, what? Like, they all give it off like, what are you talking about? And then they say one thing and
They
they're
slap
just...
you with that hardcore evidence.
And they're like, shit.
innit?
Quickly do the text underneath
let me record
But how
this.
bait is
No,
that
but
though?
why
The
wouldn't
hands on
they-
top of the table, one
Yeah,
goes
why wouldn't-
underneath.
But why wouldn't they say put the phone on the table? That's why I didn't get
Yeah.
it. But I think they knew she was going to do that because
when-
they already had disarmed all of the
Yeah, so when they
people.
clocked it, they went quick, and they got all their guns out like straight away. Like they're like, we know what's gonna happen
That
here.
flopped so hard, it was so
They didn't know that the ginger lady inside the room,
Yeah.
she was
part of it.
under it, and she
Assassin.
was part of Carmichael's
Yeah,
crew.
yeah,
Assassin.
yeah.
She was part of Carmichael's crew, and that's why I don't get why Carmichael comes out with this bullshit that she don't believe in corruption.
Bruv, she
does. She
Like,
knows
well,
it.
not that she
knows
does.
it is there.
Yeah. I think she knows it's there, but
How can she?
she's one of them, as long as I'm not corrupt, then it doesn't really happen.
That's corrupt then.
She's
Of course.
because after that she was like to the girl that was working with her, you're getting transferred because that was really bad or whatever she said. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, because she fumbled. Yeah, because basically the whole thing, what they had Ted on was, we found the 50 grand
Yeah.
in your place. And then Jill came and was like, big man, that whole search that you did was illegal. So, judging from the search being illegal, get rid of the evidence that you found the 50 grand. Now that you ain't got that, what's your case? And they were like, and she was like, I think it's time for a recess. And it was like, all right. So then, but I get it though, because that woman with the big ears, bruv, she
Yeah,
fumbled
it is.
hard,
Yeah.
fam.
Do you know what I love though?
Hard.
Is where, so obviously the ginger girl, or before the ginger girl, they said to her, "Look, no one's coming for you, mate."
That was so
Yes.
funny.
Yeah,
Bruv.
that was hilarious.
It was just
Such
the
a
one
piss
guy at the
take.
door and they just
It is.
disarmed him like this. So it was like,
It was like, bruv.
it was like
She-
you're
And she
stuck.
was like, she was like, "Shit, no one
She
is
was
coming
looking
for
all
me."
nervous.
Yeah.
When she goes to the toilet though, the ginger girl, I didn't get that though. Why did?
She was gonna
What
kill her
was she gonna do?
because she
Kill
didn't want
her.
her to talk.
Yeah.
But then, how was she gonna walk out the toilet?
She probably, I don't know. She probably
Nah,
would
she
was
have
dead.
pinned. She would have pinned it on her.
Yeah, she would have
somehow.
said suicide.
Yeah, or she would have said she
She
tried
slit
to
her own
attack me or
throat
something like that.
Yeah.
And then she'd probably like hold her and be like,
In it.
someone coming. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do
like,
something like that.
well,
Shit.
yeah.
It's just like the way Dot slapped himself in the face and had the rope in the warehouse. That's so crazy.
It's like he's beating himself up.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And the thing is just looking at him like, what
know,
the
what you
hell's
do?
going on?
Yeah, even that bit was sick. When they were like, yeah, we found the fibres of the rope
Exactly.
in your car. Oh, I don't know how it got there. He was like, really?
Sure you
Really,
don't.
Dot? Come
Yeah, I hate that. I hate his face. He's like constantly
Yeah, very
like,
nonchalant. Like,
yeah, he's fucking waste man.
But yeah, Jill got.
But yeah, Jill, and then she got into witness protection as well.
yeah, she got lucky though.
Yeah, there's
bruv.
some people when you
Fuck.
see them, they're not gonna last in prison.
Yeah, she
Well,
definitely.
we
wouldn't
know we
have-
find out that prison ain't a safe place.
No, because they
Yeah.
got people on the inside as
The
well.
OCG
Exactly,
on
burning
the
people's
inside.
hands.
When they were like, "Hey, do you want a cup of tea?" I was like, "Oh,
I was
this
like,
is looking nice."
Nah,
And
I knew
they
it was-
were like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh,
I was
Don't
thinking,
talk to the
wow.
in it."
Like, oh God, calm
So
Yeah, 'cause she got
season
lucky.
And then she
five,
came out like this
Season-
with the Did you?
Hold on. Yeah, because she got lucky, remember? Because first it was the girls that tried to slam her hands in the weights.
Gym. Oh,
and she
God.
thought, yeah.
Oh, this is Kate.
In the
Yeah,
gym,
Not Kate. Liz.
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah, because she was like, oh, yeah. They tried it, boy.
Innit?
But I got saved. And it's like, yeah, just put your hands on the table.
Burn them.
Fam.
Kettle.
Too far.
The kettle.
Them, they need to
She
die.
nearly lost all the skin on her hands, man.
Yeah, but...
If you notice, they appear
well,
in
season 6.
in
Yeah,
season
the season
6.
6. I saw
You
her
see him
and
again.
I was just like, oh, these people again?
Yeah, but
I'll
they
show
get...
you
got
watch
caught.
it just
Yeah,
now.
they got caught,
They
though.
were in the
get
last
caught,
episode, in episode 5.
All right, so now...
So season 6, so it ends where basically Steve, keep saying Steve, Hastings gets a slap on the wrist for a bit of dodginess that he did with the 50k or whatever. But he actually gives it to John Corbett's wife.
No.
What do you mean no? He does.
He had 100k.
Yes, he
They
gives
found
50k
50K.
to the wife.
Yeah. But
and
then they kept the
they
other
gave
50.
the 50k to evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets a bit of a slap, a bit of a caution, final warning, and then that's that. And we find out in season 6 where it's all left off is that Kate's left. She's gone to a new department.
Oh yeah, one
Which
thing
is the
to
one where
actually
she was
mention.
undercover.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing
weird.
to actually mention is that in season 5 she does get promoted.
Yeah.
And then she's no longer an undercover officer in season 5. Remember that. And then obviously
She
in
did get
season 6,
promotion.
because obviously she's the second in line under Hastings. So obviously Hastings was doing a wild thing. He went off and done his own. What did he? His own
Undercover. Yeah, when he tried to be H undercover.
That's what he got. That's what he got done
Yeah,
for.
that's what he got done for.
That's what he got
So
done
that's
for.
why Kate ends
That
up
was so
leaving.
dumb.
I guess Kate feels a bit
yeah.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
and decides to leave. So in season 6, yeah, that's what Ben
Yeah,
said.
AC12 is not the same after a couple seasons.
Yeah, they start to get corrupt.
Yeah, and it's like, who do you trust? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because constantly they question each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, you're all good.
Everyone's
but
been
don't
accused.
worry kind of
Yeah.
thing.
But it's good though because they keep each other on their toes. Because it's even like when Arnott was in contact with who's the guy from Liverpool again,
John Corbett.
John Corbett, and then they're like, also like, where you getting all this information from? And then Kate turns to him and says it, and then he doesn't say nothing. She's like, Jesus Christ, mate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I just can't even trust you.
It was a bit of a.
And it's just
it was a bit
like-
of a messy one for them in season 5, I think.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like they're boys,
Yeah,
but they don't trust each other.
So yeah, I feel like in season 6, they're still cool. Like, 'cause
They are.
Yeah, definitely.
they talk to each other and they're like, yeah, you're my mate. Like,
Yeah.
But
I mean-
Kate disappoints me.
yeah.
What, in this season?
Yeah, bro.
I feel like every season one of them go to jail, so this was Kate's season.
Kate
Yeah,
said,
yeah, it was. It was.
Kate's
But-
season to do a bit of a wild thing.
For me, it was when Kate gave her the heads up that AC12 are coming.
Yeah.
And then Steve came in, right, we are AC12.
And it was like,
Everyone
well,
stepped to your
we've got the
desks.
papers saying that you can't.
Bruv,
And it was like, oh my
made him look
God.
like an absolute dickhead. And then he was like, cheers, mate, to Kate. And Kate was just
This
like,
is a stressful season for Steve. I'm not even.
So
gonna
what's
lie.
the new lady, Jo, the head of this department that Kate was working in, but
Yeah.
the whole time she was corrupt as well, like trying to get out of it as they all do because they don't really want to be in it. But bro, when we find out she was getting groomed as well,
yeah,
She's Tommy's daughter / niece.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Bruv,
Stress.
that was wild.
She was
know who
quite
I thought she
insensitive when they
was?
told her and they tried to question her. It was like, what? I just found out my dad is my uncle.
Well,
My uncle's my dad.
They did,
Yeah,
they
that's
did
wild.
give her
They
the
did,
black
yeah.
because they said to her something about
Did you know?
yeah, they said something like, oh yeah, like, do you know? Like, and she's like, yeah, like no comment, whatever. innit? But then it's like, okay, we tried.
In it.
Boom,
We
this
did
guy's
the
your
DNA
dad,
test.
bruv.
You are the father.
And she's like, what?
so
Wait.
a few characters get brought back up.
Yeah.
So Ryan is it Shackleton or something like that?
Something like that.
Let's just say Ryan. For now.
Ryan, the little boy from season 1 who tried
Yeah.
chopping
That's
off
always on the
Steve's
bike.
fingers. We see
Yeah.
him at the end of
Yeah,
season 5 because he's in season 5. He's part of the OCG group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's the
with
one that killed them.
Lisa.
Yeah.
And,
killed
they all like
Corbett.
look out for him. Right at the end,
I
you
mean,
see him graduating apart with his police
Yeah.
academy thing, and now here he is again. He's part of Joe's team.
Yeah.
But he's planted there on purpose because obviously he's
That's
the
what he's
new
needed.
caddy.
He needs to keep an eye on her.
Then another person is also part of that team. Ian Buckles.
Yes.
Oh.
PC Buckles.
I didn't think he was smart enough to be part of it, to be honest.
Bruv, Buckles is the dumbest
Yeah.
guy.
You know the
honestly.
bit when they were going to kill the lawyer and he was shaking?
yeah,
pouring the milk,
when
like-
he's pouring the milk.
was
It's
just
like, what are you doing in there?
they should
We're
have done
bunking.
him. They should have done him off as well. Like,
Yeah, Buckle should have.
yeah, he
Well,
should-
We're bunking. There's one bed.
Innit?
yeah, there's one
He's
bed,
like,
and he's
yeah.
like, why are they allowed to have tea in prison like that? Like it's a hotel room.
So I feel like it starts trying to like bring all these characters together, but I think straight away, I found out Will's like, hold on, Kate and Ryan, they're in the same team. She's gonna clock him, and then when she finally does, I was like, yes, and that's when they start keeping tabs on him because he wasn't smart enough.
No.
Do you know what I mean? He that's the problem with him. I don't like him. He was too bloodthirsty. Do you know what I mean? He's too quick to like wanting to do a madness. Do you know what I mean? And poor fucking Terry. Do you know what I mean? I'm your best
feel
mate,
so
aren't
for
I?
him, man.
I'm your best mate, Terry.
And then you try and drown him in the
Isn't
blender.
it?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Poor kid.
But even that, yeah, the whole drowning thing, you're just lucky that Kate is good at her job because she just thought, yeah, this guy, bruv, he's moving a bit
boogie.
mad. Yeah, he's moving a bit mad. Let me just see what I go on. And then obviously when the car was going and all that, I was thinking, Kate, hurry up, man! Like you
When it was
need
in the
to
water.
see. Yeah, because when he's drowning, I'm thinking you need to
hurry
see
up.
this. And then he tried to get away with it.
He's like, I'm saving his life.
And then it was like,
I'm saving his life.
it was a gunshot. And it was like, come on.
Oh, it was a tire burst.
Yeah, tire burst.
yeah.
Tires are fine. Then it's like, why is your window down?
That was a bit hot.
Yeah, I don't know. She wound it down.
And it was like,
And it was
she
like,
was a really good swimmer. So,
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a deep, like, canal or something.
And then it was like, why did you take this route? I don't know. She turned.
yeah,
it
he
was
wasn't
like,
really trained like that. You know, there's
But
street
his
smart
face
and
was
there's
bare
good,
straight
like,
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have got away with it.
Yeah,
He could have. If he wound the window back up or something. Well, obviously,
But he
Kate
needed to
wasn't
breathe,
there. He would have got away with it. But yeah.
I know, man.
So they keep tabs of Ryan for it the whole time, and I thought that was quite interesting. And it was like a constant clash and battle between AC12 and this Kate's new team, and Joe obviously being like in the middle of it, trying to like organize it. I think from a get go where we get introduced to Joe and they're on the move to go and arrest Terry Boyle basically. And did you see that van?
Yeah, that was
Right,
such weird.
straight away.
Yeah, you're like, what are you
How can
talking
your car
about?
be going 40 miles per hour and you notice a van parked in a little alleyway?
Do you know what I mean? What are you
That
talking
makes
about?
no sense.
Yeah, but even with that, yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. The van is parked up on the side. What's your problem?
Exactly.
Like,
She's
you can't see.
You can tell a getaway from. No, you can't.
Thing is that I
Exactly.
think
Not
they-
at that speed.
Exactly.
I think they made it obvious though that she weren't a bad
Yeah.
guy because she constantly looked worried. Like she constantly looked in fear. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, well, obviously you're another character that's kind of like caught in some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
how did you feel about when it left off with Ryan and Kate in a standoff?
To be honest, when I heard pow pow,
I thought it was Kate, to be honest.
I
Is it?
thought, rah, they shot each other.
Yeah.
And then like, I literally thought it was, one of those, like in wrestling, like where two people go for a move and then they both get knocked
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was, right, they both shot each other. One's going to be fatal, one's not. But then when you see him on the floor and then Kate and her gone, I thought, what's happened here? Is she holding Kate hostage? Is Kate holding her hostage? Like,
That's
I
what I
didn't. But I can't lie. Yeah, he deserved to die. But I would have preferred justice.
Yeah.
I would
I
have
feel
preferred
like
if
they
they
should have
nabbed him.
spoke to him, got something
Yeah,
out
I
of
really
him or
didn't like how
something.
they did that.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they just rushed it again.
Yeah, it seemed rushed.
And I hate when shows do this because it was like, I wanted to see him get shot. I wanted to see him die. I wanted to see some kind of convo or something, and you don't. And it's just
No.
like, it was shit.
We
because
went
he's,
through all of that with
yeah, I
the
mean,
character.
what's the point of bringing him back? Like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he just end it like that. But yeah, then obviously
I'm waiting to hear what happens.
Joe.
Oh.
We're getting there. We're pretty much there. So Joe, they've basically got her. Like
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah, yeah.
Joe, like she's panicking because like she can't really do anymore. Like she's just constantly saying no comment, no comment, no comment, no comment. And when it's like revealing who her real dad is and things, she's like, no comment. Like, do you know what I
Wow.
mean? It was just like, bro, we've got you.
Yeah, but it's also how they got her because obviously she's having an affair with.
Frida?
Yes.
God.
She's having an affair with Farid. Well, not an
Pined on
affair,
Farid.
but they're having
They
a
were together,
relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she made it look crazy.
Yeah.
So then
To try to set
obviously,
her up.
Even went-
yeah,
set her up.
because she set her up
Yeah.
because she was the master of her own undoing. So because she set up Farida, they now had permission to go and search
Yeah.
Farida's place,
Yeah.
where they then found her DNA. So when they found her DNA, they ran it against the police database and the normal database. And then they come in and they were like, yeah. So basically her database is a match for someone on the police database, which is obviously herself, and off the police database. And it was like, off the police database. And then I can't lie, I was thinking, Dot.
That's what I thought. I thought she was going to be related to Dot.
But then they're like, Tommy Hunter.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be Tommy.
I didn't think at all. But I love the way how they done a 360 because that's how obviously we began. And that's how, well, I don't know if we're ending, but that's where they brought it back to. And then in the interview, because I thought maybe it's a cousin. And then obviously
That's
they
what
said...
I thought. It was a brother.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be her brother.
yeah, something like that. But then, yeah, turns out...
So someone explained
dad.
to me how Ian Buckles gets brought in continuously for these interviews.
Well, it's because...
It's because someone we haven't mentioned yet, Chloe, bless her, do you know what I mean,
Yeah.
is constantly finding these... She's sick at her job.
She's good, yeah.
She doesn't get the recognition enough. I
good.
didn't even recognize... Because she was finding all these little links. So, was it the Lawrence case?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the racist people.
That was good as well from
Racist-
them.
And then she found
Institutional racism.
that this group, or all the people they've already mentioned, and one of them was Ian Buckles.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's how they got Ian Buckles in it.
yeah.
That's how they connected the laptop stuff and da-da-da-da. And shall we just reveal it then?
Reveal it all.
Ian Buckles is the guy.
Ugh.
Well, is he?
Well, he's one
that's what they've made it out to
They
be.
say
It can't
he's the
be
fourth
him,
person.
man.
He admitted it.
So, well, did he?
He did.
So basically, they've
Maybe
left
someone
it.
threatened him because...
They've left it open ended.
Because no, he switched it. He basically...
Or does he come out tough, looking tough?
No. It's the
No,
whole time.
it's the same Ian.
Whole time he's like, oh, we got the mugs at y'all. And then when they go, he goes, okay, yeah, well, it was me. Kind of thing.
No way.
Yeah, because he was like, he goes, I didn't really do anything. He goes, I just moved things around. That's basically what he was saying, wasn't it?
Yeah, 'cause
And he
he's
let,
saying
he let
the
the
Same Ian
criminals...
Buckle that was
Yeah.
shaking.
Yeah. But shall I tell you what's funny? Man turned around and he goes, look, guys, at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to come out and say that there's a corrupt institution within the police. So let's just leave it there, really, because, yeah, it's bad for all of us. If you come out and say the police is corrupt through and through, so let's just leave it there. But he didn't come out and say he was the fourth man. Because Hastings was on him. Hastings was like, are you the fourth man?
Yeah, he's really ready to find out who
But
he is.
Really stressed
He was
out.
shouting at him like a parent and a child. But this is why everyone is vexed. And I can't lie, I was kind of vexed because they haven't confirmed, like, is he the fourth man? They haven't confirmed who else is involved. They haven't confirmed if the new superintendent is involved or not.
Yeah.
The one thing that I did like is who's the Asian guy
Let's
that
go
was
to
always
Karachi.
with Mom.
Karachi. Do you remember him from EastEnders?
No.
He was one that was abusing Zainab.
Oh, the guy who helped Hastings
let's
in
go
it.
to
Sinwani. Yeah.
Because he retired.
Yeah,
Didn't he
I
like
know what you're
resign?
They retired him.
Yeah, they took him out.
because he was trying to help Hastings.
Yeah, he was trying to keep AC12 going.
going. Yeah, but I that was spun me because I thought
he was a
he's got to
dickhead.
be
I thought it
part
was
of
going to be
bruv.
him
Yeah.
because at the end of season 5, when they were talking about like who was involved in what, they zoomed into his face, and I thought it was going to be him.
Yeah, and he was always doing the interviews. So I thought,
So basically,
That's a disappointment.
it's left so many things open because it's not properly concrete that Ian Buckles is the main guy. Carmichael clearly knows something because even when there was interviewing Ian and Joe Davison, she was still saying, "Yeah, let's move on. She kept like
I thought
avoiding
it would
it.
be her, you know.
I
could
still
be
think
her.
it
She
is.
should
yeah, I think she's involved
think it should
somehow.
be.
I
Yeah.
think it's a few more people, but
I want it to be a woman.
I just don't. The
can't
thing
be.
is, the way it ended was
Because of the
shit.
Mason thing.
It was dead. Do you get what I mean? And it was
That's
just
disappointing.
it was just out of order, really. And I think everyone's just upset about it.
That's a big disappointment.
I mean, yeah, how did I... Well, so you're fully disappointed with it, yeah?
100.
You?
I'm alright. Maybe not Ian. Like Ian would like, yeah. I didn't. Not him. Like I was a bit like, really him? Even though he's always been in all the seasons and he's appeared. I was thinking, him really?
But
Yeah,
the thing is,
very
that
young.
I would prefer if they just bloody said it was Hastings for God Pete's sake. Like I would have been like, all right, do you know what? I can accept that.
but they haven't answered anything though. That's the thing.
At all.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what's annoying me. It's like, okay, so I still don't know.
Who's H?
And
there
what
is
is
a H.
Hastings hiding?
Who's the fourth man? Yeah.
He's always he's hiding something. Like
No, he's not. He's not anymore. He revealed that he's. He confessed to Carmichael that he gave the money away
to the wife.
To the wife. And what was the other thing?
He confessed that he got not that
and he slipped up that there was an undercover cop.
Yeah, so he went to the prison, and he was like,
he snitched and got the man.
I snitched in it.
But
like,
why?
I told them
why.
Because man went to his wife. Man,
is that why he did it?
Yes.
But that's before he then realised that
together.
he's the son of the lady that he really loved.
Man broke up his wife, cause nah.
Leave her, man. She left you. It's alright.
Innit?
So yeah, I mean,
not satisfied with that.
Well then, that was a flat.
But that's what I was saying earlier.
Reaction.
It hurts because it's like the season was good, but the final episode
because where I'm up
was
to,
so dead, and it's
dull.
like
It was just dull.
everyone was waiting for that. Like when I mean everyone,
Literally.
from the morning, that Sunday morning, it was trending.
Yeah.
These times where you've got like Dot getting escaping out, you got Ginger Lady killing someone in the toilet, like you're like, oh yeah, and it was just like
it's him.
That shit.
It's literally like if it was Ian Bill.
But let me throw some questions out there.
Literally.
So if you got approached by the OCG with 100k and they said, look, here's 100k, we want you to just do this one thing and shut your mouth and then carry on with your life, what would you do?
Nope.
No.
You say no?
No.
But
I know, do you know what's funny? Not funny. I know they'll come to you when you literally have nothing.
Yeah.
So
so you've got to imagine yourself in a situation
so it's a bit different
where you're like needing the money bad.
It's easy for me to say no right now. Knowing what I know, like they're gonna kill me at the end of the day eventually. Like I'm gonna die. So
Come on.
Depends on what it is.
Raw.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Depends
Little
on what
drive
it is.
by, she doesn't mind. You know?
Like, if it's like,
change of evidence.
Yeah, if they're like, we want to know where the drop is, and I'm getting 100 bags, and I can do it. If I know I can do it discreetly enough, then I'll do it.
It's
but
never
if I
a
know it's
one-time
too risk,
ask, though.
yeah, that's the thing. Like,
So that's why I was
It's never gonna be
say.
that one thing and that's it.
That's
it,
why I
they'll
would
come
never
back.
do it,
Yeah,
because
that's why I won't
when
do
you
it.
do that one thing,
That's it.
It's all over.
they have you forever.
And
But
they're
if you
taking
say
pictures that you're
no-
doing something you shouldn't be doing.
that's
Yeah,
true.
but if you say no, you just better expose it immediately.
Innit?
Otherwise, they're
Or
gonna
you
kill
did.
your ass.
No, but you don't even
That's
know if
it.
the person you're exposing it to is in it. That's the problem.
Yeah, true. I would just send a firm-wide email. Send it to everyone. I'll be like, they're all.
Alright, so
If I die.
question to everyone then: do you think that because the feedback and the response has been so bad that they might do
have
another season?
Bruv, they have to. Who's the fourth guy?
Yeah.
We don't know,
He's a
bruv.
fourth guy.
Maybe they did it intentionally. Maybe BBC was like, we're not going to renew it. And they were like, you know what? Let's make it end
Yeah.
like this. So the fans
Let's
will,
see.
Yeah. So the fans will really
And
do
then
an uproar.
there was where it's like, we heard you
Innit?
guys, and we're doing this for you. It's like, shut
One
up, bruv.
last-
You've already started
yeah.
writing it. But no, they have to do another season because I feel like it was such an anticlimax. I feel like I just expected a lot more. Like, bruv, let Hastings get a young bullet in his shoulder or something like that, you know? Get me excited. Let me be like, oh
Just
my God.
end it. Just end it. Like
Something.
even if they did 5 episodes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
End
end
it
it
on a high.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't care if one of the main characters die or something. I want to know who are the final corrupt people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get them, or if they win, fine. I just want to know. Give some kind of answers.
Yeah.
Like you've left it. They've left it so open.
Yeah.
It's too open. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Because I guarantee you there's still OCG members in the police force.
100%.
Yeah, probably.
And then on top of that, they didn't do... You know how these films see things out? Where, like, there's a picture, like a video of maybe you running in slow motion and it pauses and it's like, Ben graduated and went on to...
Yeah, they do that all the time. They didn't do that.
No. So they didn't do that with, like, the summary of everything. So they said, oh, yeah, Kate done this, Jill done this and whatever. But we don't actually know if the OCG are still at large or if the whole case is closed, or like we don't know none of that.
Because how can they keep showing the constable as well?
Yeah,
And like,
it's something to do with him, bruv. Because they didn't dig deep into him after.
I don't get it.
They're going to be back.
All right, cool. So ratings then, Joel.
So from 1 to 6.6, I definitely give it a 9.
Ooh.
And then unfortunately, the final episode brought it a little bit down.
Yeah, man.
So I'm going to say 8.7.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
I would say an 8. It's good.
8.
Yeah.
Well, like 10 out of 10 last week.
Yeah,
last
I
one.
think it's gonna be 10 out of 10 now.
I would also give it an 8. I've spent
It's
the
so
last 2
nice.
weeks trying to watch it, and the fact
You enjoyed it
that-
though, didn't you?
I did, but the fact that I had never saw the last episode, and this is what I'm hearing. that I
You got
have
to watch
shed
it,
that
though.
You gotta
For the
watch it.
culture.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it,
For the culture.
but I'm very upset. I'm gonna be watching it thinking it's him.
You got comment on the post and let us know what you think.
I might get a petition going.
What's your rating, Ben?
I'm the same as you, Joe, because I loved Line of Duty. Do you know what I'm saying? I've found it so... I was so invested in it. But I'm deeply heartbroken by the endings. He's just thinking, what a waste of my life. I'll give it an 8.5.
Yeah, makes sense.
8.5. I think a nice solid 8.5. Yeah, because it's just... I just don't want to talk about it.
Bro, it would have been a solid 9 if... Because you have to just look at the magnitude.
Could have been higher.
Of course, but you have to look at the magnitude of all the 6 seasons are about this OCG thing, and you haven't closed it off. Like, bro, this is the reason why we're watching the program.
Exactly.
So you've left us unsatisfied.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, maybe there will be a 7 actually.
they
If they've
they
left it
better.
like this, I think. Because even when they left off season 5 and Hastings was in jail, I was like, right, you're just going to be in jail? Like, what's going on here? And then obviously season 6, he's out of jail. And you're like...
No, trust me. I don't know.
They'll fix up. They'll fix up.
Is anyone watching anything interesting at the moment?
Invincibles.
Mm.
Yeah, Invincibles, Amazon Prime.
Is that a cartoon?
Yeah, sick.
It's a good.
Absolutely sick. Like, you are literally just like, wait, what? What? Why did you do that? What? And then the episode finishes and you're like, no, I gotta watch another one, man. I gotta see what happens.
Even
I've
I'm
heard
saying
it's
it's
good.
sick, and I wasn't even intending on watching it, but then Joel put it on, and I was just sitting there. You know when you're just sitting and it's just on, and I was like, "This is really good." And then we watched the first episode, and I was like, "Yeah, let's watch
Yeah,
that
keep
one."
watching. That's good.
You watching Canoe?
I was just watching Line of Duty. Not gonna lie. So I don't know what's next on my radar. I'm literally that person that watches things last. I've come to realize and accept.
It's all right, you're getting there.
But you watched it in 2 weeks, though. That was quite fun.
Yeah.
Regulars is a bit popular at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
watched that.
I'm not. I
Shadow
think
and
it looks dead. I can't lie. Regulars. I'm not feeling it.
Them as well. A lot of people are talking about them.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
That looks mad. Someone, do you know what? Someone was talking to me about it last night, and they was telling me about how like it's all like a lot of racism in it and stuff. They told me something really like disturbing.
Yeah, we got told something
about
as well.
babies and
Yeah.
pillowcases and
Yeah,
things.
yeah, let's just see.
But then I saw the trailer and it was like a horror thing, and I was like, I don't get this. I don't know if I want to watch
it's a
this.
psychological horror.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch this because it looks just a bit mad. I
It
can't
does
lie.
look crazy.
But I don't know. I'm watching Handmaid's Tale, new season.
Handmaid.
Are you
Yeah.
up to date?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hey, listen, yeah.
No, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, X-Files a
Leave it
thing.
there.
You guys need to watch it because
I'm gonna wait for it to build up. I
Because
watched episode
we've
1
just
today.
watched it as well.
Yeah,
You're
it's
invested.
still in your mind.
You need to watch it. There's 3 episodes out, isn't it?
4 now.
Is it 4? I'm watching one again
There it is.
because at 3.
No haste, no.
Yeah, I
say no
started
Hastings.
episode 3 and I was like, let me wait until there's a couple more episodes out. Because I don't like being kept waiting.
Nah, fam.
And you know, America, they like to do
3
this.
is mad.
It's not back this week. No, we'll do it
Yeah,
next week.
them
I don't have
ones.
time for
Oh,
that.
I'm gonna take a quick
innit?
interval.
Exactly.
Why?
Like mid-season finale. No,
Bruv.
like.
But yeah, no, well, also we're watching Manifest.
Oh,
Which is
how
quite
was
good. Manifest is sick. Love it.
Yeah, definitely recommend.
Yeah.
Can
you
watch
should
it on Sky, I think.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all we've got time for anyway. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure you check out our socials. Make sure you leave us some comments. Slide in our DMs. Let us know what you want us to talk about. And yeah, have a good, healthy, prosperous week.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.